You can check YouTube and stuff. I think we should be live.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay, we are
we
live.
are live.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we are
We
live.
are live.
Oh shit. That was echo.
I was gonna say I heard that echo too.
Yeah. It's all good. All right. Just give me a second. In the meantime, okay. In the meantime, 6 time, you can say a few words if you want to. Give me a second just to set up really quick.
Yep. Hello, everybody. I am 6 Sam. One of Jazz's friend for what 6 years now? Yeah, 6 years. And today we'll be talking about Pokemon. If Jazz ever gets himself ready. Man, Jazz, I don't know what you're doing, but I was not as prepared to be by myself here for a podcast.
Okay, I'm back for real. But yeah, I guess we can start the podcast.
Oh, good, because we were having dead air there for a little bit.
All right, you need to calm down. But anyways, yeah. But anyways, guys, hey guys, Chaz here. Welcome to the podcast. This is my first time doing a podcast. I was wanting to do this for weeks and stuff. But you know, I did.
Weeks? I think
Hmm?
weeks. I think you said you want to do a podcast a year ago.
Well, okay, that's a long time. All right, but here's the thing. We didn't have the platform to do it at the time, but now we do. And
Mhm.
you know, I'm actually happy to continue making content and stuff. So I thought, why not do something different? You know, for the past few months, I guess. I mean, I haven't really been on YouTube for that long, but I've been just making videos. Like I've been making content for video games and stuff. But this time, you know, we get to talk about the new one that's gonna come out, that I'm really hyped about. And on my streams, if you guys like followed, you guys seen me talk about this game quite a bit. Oh wow, Gilly, whoa, what's up, Gilly? Yeah, these are the starters for the new game. Um,
Yeah.
nice to see you.
Coco,
Yeah.
Crustle. I, I can't think of the cat one.
Well, here's the thing. I don't remember names. I remember faces most of the time. So when I look at when I look at the three starters, um, I'm definitely going with the fire one. Which one are you going for?
I'm going for water. I like the duck.
You're gonna quit Pokemon, bro? Ah, come on. Don't be like that.
Yeah, especially since we're about to go open world. Something all Pokemon fans wanted.
Yeah. So here's the thing. There's like multiple different topics we're gonna talk about on this podcast, but like, I think honestly, what I want to start with is like, I guess we're gonna start with these new starters. I guess we can start with the starters.
Yeah.
So overall, like, what, like, what do you feel about the new starters in general? I mean, we only seen like the first stage on them, I guess. Like, I mean, not even just the first stage, but this is we seen the starters. So, like, what do
Yeah.
you think about these three starters? Do you think they're a good pack of starters?
I mean, just based on starters, because starters are usually like the cutest ones of the bunch,
Hmm.
of like their whole three forms. These ones hit like that perfectly. They have good models. They're very cute.
Hmm.
Frasso there, the water one looks like a JoJo character.
Yeah.
Like he's got someone in his stand to fight you.
So you like them? Nah.
Yeah,
Uh,
they all look good. They're
uh,
all doing their job perfectly. How about that?
right. So I mean, I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. Gilly is saying that he doesn't really like these starters.
Hmm?
Well, why don't you like these starters, Gilly? As he's answering that, basically, I honestly, okay. So I like that. So I like the idea of the apple. Like the apple being the face of the fire starter, I guess.
I think it's supposed to be a pepper, like a hot pepper.
Um, yeah. Is it hot pepper?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I'm
Well,
very sure he's based on the ghost pepper to be exact.
I guess, but I'm gonna go with like how it looks right now. It looks like an apple to me. It looks like an apple with the like apple reptile sort of thing. He does look more goofy. I feel, and I do feel like the other two, like the water one and the grass one. I'm not gonna like I really don't remember these names right now. Like once they come out, once I start saying their names more, I probably get used to it. But right now, at the moment, I'm just gonna call them their typing. So the water one, I the water one looks interesting. He kind of looks like one of those Pokemon from the uh, I think it's called the Smeargle. If I'm saying it right, that yeah. What's that Pokemon that paints?
Smurgle.
Smeargle. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I was close. So he looks like more of those Pokemon that look like a painter. From the Smeargle line or something. I don't know. I really don't know what they're gonna go with. Really do dig the hat.
Hmm.
And the cat just looks like a normal, regular, nice cat that anyone would want to have with a bit of additions, I guess. Kind of looks like Litten to me, but grass type.
Yeah, probably a little too much like Lipton, but
Mm-hmm.
let's hope he's not another wrestler.
I'm just gonna read the comment really quick. The Gilly saying the duck looking like a JoJo character, man, and the cat is just a cat. The fire. Yeah. Basically, what I said here. Yeah. So the cat just kind of reminds me of that. But like, I honestly think the starters look okay. I mean, they look like starters to me. Like they don't look any they don't look ugly yet
Hmm.
because I'm
I
not
was just saying,
hmm.
you go on first.
Yeah, because I'm not sure once they evolve they could change my mind. I guess I just don't want like I'm just hoping the the fire one doesn't look too goofy because I do care about my designs here. You know.
Mm.
Yeah. What were we gonna
Yeah,
say?
well, I was gonna say if you just like basing Pokemon is usually when they're first reveal. It's like a lot of times people's like, nah. It's like they're not that good. I mean, just look at people's reaction like to the first like Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle.
Right.
It's like they're cute, but it's like Squirtle's just a turtle.
Yeah. That's true. But
Charmander's like, why is his tail on fire?
he does. Charmander is like a lizard, like a yeah. Go on.
Yeah,
Like a dragon.
yeah, but as we go on, all the Pokemon will grow on us.
Yeah. So you think over time they'll grow on us?
Yeah.
I mean, going back to like a generation before this one, which is the current one that's ending. I mean, if you I mean, if you remember Score Bunny and stuff, right? Score
Oh yeah.
Bunny, yeah. Like I think Score Bunny looks like a decent starter, you know. And Sabo looks like a decent starter. I think Groki looked like a decent starter as well. So I think they usually nail the first the start they usually nail the starters, I think. But
Yeah.
what they don't always nail is the evolutions. Um
True.
Man be looking like Donald Duck.
He does look like Donald
Yo,
Duck.
that's a good one. Yo, that's a good one, Gilly. That's a
A
good one.
lot of people pointed that out when we first saw him. like one of the guesses of how he evolves is like he's gonna be like a giant sailor duck.
I agree. I can interrupt this with Among Us.
Don't finish that. Don't finish that, Saz.
Who-
I saw that comment.
Okay, okay. I really don't know. Anyways, hey, Pearl.
You were out of time, Saz. You do not get the memes.
I don't know. I don't. But hey, Pearl, welcome to the podcast. I was gonna say stream again. So used to streaming. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. But that's my initial thoughts of the starter. But I gotta say one thing though. I gotta mention one thing. It's kind of shocking. Okay, I think the game is like what 2 weeks away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, 2 weeks away. Literally 2 weeks away. Okay, it's gonna be released on Friday. So like literally exactly 2 weeks away, right? We have not gotten their first stage yet. We haven't gotten their second stage yet. So we don't know what these guys evolve into yet. And
you mean we haven't got their second? We haven't got their final stage. We got their first stage.
well, what is the first stage?
I mean that is their first stage.
No. Usually stage. Okay, I'm used to the Pokemon cards. They say stage 1 is the evolution.
Really?
The first, yeah. Stage 1 is the like when they evolve.
I always thought. I have to check that later.
Yeah, go ahead. But basically, what I mean is like we didn't get their middle stage. Let's say middle stage and their final stage. We didn't get that.
Okay, I'm just gonna talk to girl. Yes, the Ruby starters are way better.
Well, Ruby.
I agree with you on that.
Ruby starters are better. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like the Pokemon of the past are like honestly timeless. I feel like I think they're. I don't think you can compare them to the current one.
You can't compare any of the old ones to the new ones because they have grown on us so much and they were so good. Original designs.
Right. Like I mean, they're so timeless that they're always being brought back and then given either evolutions or like different form. So I think I think the nostalgia is always going to be there. And I mean, speaking of old Pokemon, what about Giraffric? That guy got an evolution.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try his name. It's like nobody can get the name right now on him. It's kind of like Giraffe back and forward.
Yeah. But either way, the evolution looks pretty good actually. I feel. Even Ashwa outplays Donald.
I have to disagree because I think Ashwa is like my least favorite one, but
okay, but if we're talking about design wise, I think Ashwa is pretty cool.
I think they like could have done that line a little better, but
right. But here's the deal. But like I don't think we got like a duck starter before, right? So
no, I was gonna say we have the only ducks I can think of is Psyduck.
Yeah.
And a Ducklet.
Well, we're talking about starter. Well, I was talking about starter, but yeah.
Yeah, but
right.
I was talking about ducks in general.
Yeah.
I think there's one more. No, is Cram a duck? I don't know if Cram counts as a duck. Oh.
Yeah.
This is either our third or fourth duck Pokemon, but this is our first starter. I mean.
Yeah, this is our first starter. So like I am a big fan of Golduck, really. Like I really love the design of it. But like I think what people fear the most when it comes to Pokemon in general is like when they evolve, they turn into these humanoids, right? Yeah, Golduck is like one of my favorites. He's like a classic, honestly. And honestly, he should be a psychic and water type. It's not a psychic water type. It's just water type. Weird.
Yeah, everybody makes that thing. It's like, why is he not a psychic Pokemon when he really has psychic, and Psyduck's whole thing is his psychic power.
Right.
Now, one thing is I never understand why Golduck was named Golduck.
Okay, but I do want to jump back to that topic of like me talking about the middle stage and the final stage, right?
Yeah.
Like, has there ever been a time where they ever delayed the evolutions of the starters before? Like this much?
I mean, by now I would expect at least the second stage to be revealed.
Right. But they didn't do that.
If not teased at the third stage.
Yeah, they didn't do that. Like, and they've been, and I think they've been like very cautious of revealing a lot of the Pokemon. I guess, like it's like, okay, so here's the thing. Look, guys, I'm just thinking about it from like a advertising aspect of things, right? Like they like as a person who wants to buy this game, right? If I don't know majority of the Pokemon, right? Why should I buy this game?
True. I mean, just by looking at the number of Pokemon we actually been confirmed in officially in there by trailers. Like there's only handful of Pokemon we know. It's less than 100 altogether, and that's not a count. And of the new Pokemon, we only know the 3 starters,
Yeah.
2 dogs, Group Fire, Amaro, and Cereblade.
Okay, but
There's one more.
okay, but you are talking about like the Pokemon that we've been shown, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like there's less than 10 of them.
Yeah.
There's
so
no way that's all the new Pokemon.
right. So I'm also gonna look at the chat real quick. But Gilly's saying that he's been playing Platinum. It's been really fun. Yeah, man, that game was awesome, man. I'm gonna lie,
Yeah.
that game was sick. But going back to the topic, I was gonna say like but yeah, dude, like okay. Here's the thing. We've been talking about this game for weeks, right? We've been talking about this, me and 6M have been talking about this game for weeks. But the thing is that they haven't like I was assuming they would release more stuff as time went on, right? And they did. Okay, don't get me wrong, they did release some stuff. We got like what 7-minute gameplay of the game. Was it 7 minute or was it more?
I think it was like 2 hours they played all together. How long it took them to do everything, but they were stuck in like the first area.
So they didn't really show much, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gilly's saying that the ducks have final evolution but may look like Altaria. I think it's gonna look more like a humanoid painter or something. I'm not sure. I'm not like I don't even know. But
my guess is more like
yeah.
My guess is more like a captain. Like have you ever seen like the Donald Duck shows? There was this seagull captain guy. He was like a Navy sailor.
Mhm.
That's what I think Crosso would be.
You think his hat is gonna change into something different, like a captain one?
Yeah, like a captain hat.
Mm-hmm. I could see that
because he kind of looks like a sailor right now.
he does. So I was going back to my point. It's like I just sort of feel like me and you've been talking about this for weeks, but I sort of feel like they should have released more stuff. Showing us more Pokemon, not really just release more stuff. Like I'm interested in the story. I'm interested in seeing all these different things. But the most important thing for me is the Pokemon. I don't know about you, but for me, it's not just the adventure and stuff like that. But for them to reveal more Pokemon, just to give me more hyped to buy this game, because like all we've got is like little bit of sneak peeks of new Pokemon, right? Like we've been getting few seconds trailers of Pokemon, but I feel like they should have like given us a bit more than they did right now. Like all the Pokemon they've shown so far, I mean, people have different opinions about them. I guess like some say, oh, I don't like the way this looks. Some say, yeah, this looks cool. I'm chill. I want to see what's next. But the thing is that I just feel like they sort of just never really gave us more Pokemon. Like what about you? Well, what are your thoughts about that?
Oh, yeah, I feel like they should have probably revealed more by now. I mean,
Right.
like at least like we seen like a handful of Pokemon, like 10 of them. It's like, is this all that's going to be in this deck? No, it can't be all. I was going to say even leakers have been giving more information than the Pokemon Company at this point. It's like, and leakers usually give less information at this point, but like usually I would expect this is like the before the storm hits, like the calm before the storm.
Yeah.
But it's like that storm should have hit already.
Right. So like, okay, I want to know what's your prediction, because we got 2 weeks left, right? We got 2 weeks left before the next before the game releases. Do you think in the next week or so they're gonna give us any evolutions of the starters? Like,
I mean, if they don't, before the game comes out, that's not gonna go good for them at all.
Gilly's asking how many Pokemon will there be in 5 years? Dude, I really don't know. I think, hey, yo, we're reaching about 900, right? This time.
I do believe so.
And also imagine trying to complete the Pokédex. Well, here's the thing. In case you haven't been keeping up, like they've done the Dex cut. You know, like they're not gonna release every single Pokemon. You know.
Yeah, they are cutting a lot of Pokemon, but I said I can't blame them for this one because this map is supposed to be huge. If they had every single Pokemon
Yeah. That'd be too
in
much.
the game, I mean that'd be too much data alone.
That's true.
That'd take way too much space on any game system.
I'm actually, you know what? Gilly has gotten me interested in actually looking up how many Pokemon are there. So I'm just gonna go on Cerebi just to check if there's like a national deck somewhere.
Oh, there is. There's like Celebi. And also, yeah, all the bugs. I mean, just imagine all the animation program they would have to do. And seeing how the Terrestrialize, all the Pokemons are getting that. It's like, and every Pokemon is getting like every single type they can announce for that Terrestrialize. It's like, what is that? 16 times every single Pokemon? That's how many forms they would have to do?
Okay, so just to let you know, there's in total 905 Pokemon currently, and this is not including the new ones that are releasing. So so I think we're gonna reach 1,000 by the end of this game. That's crazy.
Amazon Augie. I don't be.
So yeah, there's like 905 Pokemon, and I think we're gonna reach 1,000 by the end of this one. I mean, I'm assuming they're gonna add a lot of I mean at least 100 more. You know, I don't. They can't go lesser than that, can they? But yeah.
I mean, it's the least. I think the least amount of Pokemon they have ever added to a game was like 95.
Which was in X and Y's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this time around, I think they're trying some different things right now. Like we got, we got a Wooper who basically is gonna evolve into a different Pokemon. I mean, who knows? It's gonna evolve into a Quagsire or something else. I'm not sure what's gonna happen.
We got the Wiglet.
Yeah, we got the Biglet.
It's not Diglett. It's Wiglet. Don't get them confused.
Also, what legendary are they gonna put in the game? Okay, so I'm Gilly. I'm assuming you haven't been keeping up with the new Pokemon, right? Oh, or are you talking about like overall all the from all the legendaries? We don't really know about that.
Yeah.
But the two legendaries we know about are the ones that are on the freaking thing.
Yeah. I'm not even.
I can't even say their names.
Yeah, I can't even. They had some strange names this time around.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I can say Fuecoco and Crashfire's name is because those names just sound funny to me.
Let me see if I can bring them up.
And like Shonk. Everybody can say it like Shonk.
Yeah, let me see if I can actually bring them up on screen. Because why not? This is what I do.
Yeah, get those legendaries up there.
Because we can talk about them too if you want.
Dylan, I'm gonna say you mean Ho-Ho. Well, yeah, what legendary Pokemon should be in the game? Just based on like my guess, and based on the theme, Dialga has to be in the game somewhere or another. There is like leakers have hint at like a DLC, and we do have the the raids again. So I can imagine Pokemon's like Dialga, Piaga coming back. Ho-Oh, I would love Ho-Oh in the car. Lugia, I would love to see back. I don't. I'm worried about Kyogre or Groudon being fallen back into the gen. I do know because of based on one of the things they have said of some of the moves are getting nerfed. I can imagine the doggos being back. There hasn't been any new water type legendaries in the newer games. And that is true. I don't think. What was the last? Kyogre was the last water type. No, wait, Piaga was. What's this? Yeah, Piaga, I do believe. I mean, technically there is the one mythical Volcana. However you say that Pokemon's name. Kyogre is so good and so strong. I mean, Kyogre and Groudon are kind of running through the meta right now for the champions. I know that. Them and the dog Pokemons, the dog legendaries.
Okay, so I do got the 2 Pokemon on the screen, and it took me a little bit because, guys, come on, like I'm still new to this, right? Calm down. Don't put a bunch of hate on the freaking comment section. Oh yeah, so I got these 2 Pokemon up, right? The 2 legendaries.
Yeah.
And I honestly, so we could talk a little bit about these legendaries, I guess, because we don't know much about them besides the fact that they look like what they look like.
They are bikes. They swim. They fly. They climb.
Yeah, they do.
That's just on trailers.
Yeah, they're just like they're just Pokemon. Okay, so I mean they're all they're bikes. Okay, yeah, they're bikes.
Yeah.
They can turn into bikes and they can swim and they can take you all over the map. Okay, so one thing. Okay, so this is like a very unpopular, like I guess this is something that. Okay, let me collect my thoughts. So basically, the thing is that these Pokemon shouldn't be with you all the time. Like it just doesn't, feel like a legendary Pokemon to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there is a thought out there where like it's so dumb to have legendaries like be your vehicles and all that stuff because it makes it lose the mystique. So do you feel the same about that?
Well, I'm just gonna say first, same like Will. He said yes. The red one does kind of look like Garchomp. Second, I'm just gonna say based on like official information, we get them pretty early on, but you can't actually use them in battle. You can only use them for movement until later on, where you can finally get them for battle.
So, so you're saying that early on you're just using them for movement and whatever,
Yeah.
but then later on you can use them for battle. You can't use them for battle right away.
Yeah.
But don't you feel it's kind of weird how they're getting the Rotom treatment? Like Rotom.
Yeah, they are kind of getting. Yeah, I don't think that was smart. But at the same time, from what I understand from the story, and from like, we got a past and future thing going on here. Paradox.
Right. Well, we do got. Yeah, go on.
You go first.
Yeah, so we do got the past and future thing going on here, and I think that's what both of them represented, kind of. And guys, I really didn't look at their whole lure yet or anything, but the red one does look like someone from the past because of how barbaric it looks. And then you got the you got the blue one that kind of looks more like futuristic, cleaner, I really like the I really think the designs show the past and future pretty well, but I don't get why would the past have a motorcycle?
Yeah. Also, okay, there's another Pokemon too called Psy- Psychozo. It's a green one that looks like both of them.
Oh, you're talking about the you call it the normal one, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me
So
bring that
what?
up.
So from our understanding so far, it's the normal one. It's present, and but I'm guessing based on information and lore so far that there's going to be like a time paradox going on, and the two legendary Pokemon are this Pokemon in those paradox, and they are legendaries. They're kind of like have they're basically think of like these legendaries are ultra beasts. Like you consider Sungaro and Moon, the Sun and Moon legendaries are ultra beasts. That's what basically what they're doing here. So it's like these two are gonna be like the leaders of a whole brand new Pokemon set.
Okay, so on the screen you can see the Pokemon that he's talking about, Cyclizer or whatever we call them. Like, the names are the names are interesting because they're kind of like a fusion of like
Mm.
Blizzard. You know, it's weird. Yo, the trading system still in the newer games. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
the trading system is there.
yeah, it's gonna be a little different because you can have like four players in front of you. You can because it's open. You can have people playing with you, and you can trade just across each other. My guess.
Yeah, but I
Or
sorry.
I'm hoping Wonder Trade is still there.
I hope Wonder Trade is still there too. But you know, I think one of the things I'm gonna really like about this game though is the fact that we got the ability to play together as a friend and just
Yeah,
adventure on. It's kind of like how I was wanting it because like in the past, like if you look at the anime itself, Ash was with Brock and Misty and stuff. You know, you're just going on
yeah,
an adventure.
yeah.
I like that aspect of things. I hope that is consistent with the game, and it isn't like, oh, you just go in this weird field and then that's where you can meet your friends. Suppose that.
Mm. Well, actually, yeah, everybody's kind of worried about like what can we actually do
Yeah.
with multiplayer on, and what can't we do? Because we would love to be able to like go around, catch other people's Pokemon, like help other people catch a Pokemon, maybe attack the like Team Star together. That's the Emily team this in this game, Team Star, which yeah. But we don't know exactly what we'd be able to do and what we won't be able to do.
Right. Um. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The trading is going to be there. I mean, trading I think is always going to be in Pokemon. To be honest, without I mean, no doubt about it because that's what this game is made from. I believe like that's the whole lure of it. It's like you got
I
to
was,
be able to trade, right? What's up?
yeah, you have to because there's always exclusive Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got Pokemon that needs to evolve by trading, so unless they somehow remove all those guys and or give them a way to evolve them without trading, which I don't think they'll do because one of Pokemon's biggest thing is community.
Yeah. Yeah.
They've been,
Yeah. Sorry.
they've been improving on it for every time there's a new Pokemon game. They improve on it, how you can interact with other players. Sometimes they go backwards though,
Mm-hmm.
but they're always trying to improve on it.
And I think they should continuously do that because there's so many different Pokemon fans out there, you know, who kind of deserve uh to play the game and in their own ways, and that's the beauty of Pokemon in general is
Mm.
that people don't just like competitive battling. They like to, you know, just be one of those breeders who just want to get like strong Pokemon, but they don't
Mhm.
want to use them for battle like that. You know,
Yeah,
they like to
shiny hunters.
shiny hunters. Yep, shiny hunters. There's so many different sort of players out there for Pokemon and that it's amazing to see, and I love the community in general for that.
Yeah,
Hello.
I mean, there's Nuzlockers, there's ROM hat players,
Yep,
competitive, non-competitive, the casual. That's the normal fan base.
I agree. I agree. Imagine hunting shiny. Yeah, shiny hunting. I think in this game will be pretty fun to do actually. Because
Ah,
what do you mean?
well, there's a few things I'm like worried about shiny hunting because usually there's like where did that egg appear in like the one trailer from the picnic table? It's like, is that how we get eggs? That's kind of worries me.
Okay, wait, hold on. Can you repeat that? What do you mean? What?
Okay, you one of the trailers
Yeah.
they're doing like a picnic thing,
Mm-hmm.
which is they were showing up like the picnic thing is basically the campsite from Sword of Shield,
Okay.
where you go to camp, you cook the curry, play with your animals. During that thing, all of a sudden the Pokemon trailer picked up a random egg.
So you're
Like
so you're telling me they're changing the whole egg system? There's a
they
possible
might be.
that people won't like.
I don't know if people are gonna like it or not because I don't have all the information yet.
Mm-hmm.
But based on what we've seen, this could be pretty scary because we don't know what we're going to be walking into for this egg breeding. Which it could either slow down us how fast we breed the eggs to shiny hunt, or make them worse. But there's also news that shiny Pokemon appear in the open.
Oh, in the old world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. But Gilly's saying he only got one shiny and it's a Star Area. And by the way, Star Area is in this game, which is sick. I love
Yeah.
Staraptor. Staraptor is amazing Pokemon. Looking forward of using him if I want to.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you're gonna have your choices on birds this gen.
Oh yeah.
Seeing how many bird Pokemon has been confirmed
Oh yeah.
from like the regional birds. We got Talonflame, we got Staraptor, we got Corviknight.
Oh yeah, Corviknight.
Like
Corviknight
jeez.
Corviknight is a sick Pokemon, honestly. I love this design since the beginning. All right, you got it while replaying Platinum. Nice. I really can't wait until I start streaming the game when it comes out. I'm not gonna do it like I think right on the first day. We'll see. But I can't wait until that game comes out and I start streaming that game. I can like, dude, I'm so excited about it. I know there's a lot of I know there's a lot of different opinions out there, and you know some people are not super excited, some people are, and I don't blame the people that are not super excited because honestly, the company just hasn't given people the reason to do it because they have shown so little Pokemon, right? And
Yeah.
while they have shown us like a few things, right, like what you do in the beginning stages and stuff like that, I just still feel like there's a lot of information we just don't know about. And the only way we're gonna find out is if we get the game by this point. um, but with the information that we've got, like going back to these the Pokemon that are on the screen at the moment. I think they look alright. I mean, I like once again it goes back to me saying like it's kind of weird having a legendary used as a vehicle and used as a thing. I mean, okay, bro. All right. Imagine this. Okay, in the previous games, right? We used to have those HM Pokemon, right? HM slaves. They use them. Well, did you ever imagine an HM slave as your legendary?
No.
Now we got that. So
I know. I was like, although at least they don't have the moves. At least these are only like the ride Pokemon's like Sword and Shield and
right.
from Arceus.
Like, did you ever imagine a legendary to be used as like a Pokemon that knows Surf or something, or Fly?
I think there's only one legendary I would ever put Surf on, and that would only be for team battles. Just because Surf is just a good multi-hitting water move. But then again, that legendary has his own water move that's stronger, so.
So, which version did you get?
I'll be getting Scarlet.
Okay, I'm going with Scarlet as well because why did you choose? Okay, here's the thing. Why did you choose Scarlet over Violet?
Oh, well, as you know, me and my brother, both are gonna get one copy of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I chose it because Scarlet is red, and red's my favorite color.
and your brother just chose blue because his favorite color is blue.
It's violet. It's purple.
Whatever it is, man. I don't care about colors. All right. So here's the thing. I'm choosing well, my simple reason of choosing Scarlet is because I always chose red because I started with Pokemon Red. So yeah, I am an OG player. My favorite Pokemon is Charizard. So here's the thing, though. Okay, so I okay. There's a lot of thoughts that's been in my head for the past few weeks, right? And I just kind of want to share them right now. But here's the thing: they did the dex cut, and I don't mind that. But I just feel like the dex cut can cut out some Pokemon that could mean a lot to someone, right?
Yeah.
So for me, like Pokemon like Charizard, if he's not in there, I don't know if he is gonna be in there.
I don't think you have to worry about that. Charizard's their baby is gonna be in there.
All right. Well, I can't imagine a game without that guy, right? So I really hope he's there because I'm a big Fire type fan, right? Because and it all started with Charizard because I remember when I used to watch the anime back in the day. I watched Charizard versus Magmar and stuff like that. That was a sick fight. I as a kid, I was like I was pretending to be that character, that Pokemon, right? So he's my all time favorite Pokemon. But the dex cut, the thing with the dex cut is that I do think that they need to add like majority of the legendaries and they need to add majority of the starters. Because like those are essential in my opinion. Like I think people care about those the most. If they're not gonna add like any other Pokemon, like the like okay. So here's the thing. Here's another positive of the dex cut that I like. Right. Let's say if they cut out a Pokemon, right? They if they cut out that Pokemon in the next gen, they could bring out a regional form of that cut out Pokemon, and then give us a new Pokemon, but kind of related to the old one that we actually missed. So I think the dex cut allows them to do that as well. Imagine if they cut Pikachu. I don't think they will ever cut Pikachu. Pikachu is the face of Pokemon. But if they did,
if they ever cut Pikachu, Peg Pokemon they're planning on killing themselves somewhere or another.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I can never imagine them cutting out Pikachu, man. Like, oh, I but I don't. I think they could give Pikachu another evolution. I guess. I mean, I know they already did with like that Alolan Raichu,
yeah.
right? But like, what I mean is like, give it a whole different evolution. I guess you never know.
How about regional forms of Pikachu instead of Raichu?
Are they gonna do that to their favorite face of the company? I guess like their signature mouse. Are they gonna ever do that?
Yeah. Well, they could do and it would give like an interesting interaction, like if they keep ads from like in the anime with his Pikachu.
You know what? Dude? You just gave me an idea. You know how Pikachu is like known as a heroic creature? What if there was a Pikachu that wasn't a heroic creature? That was more as seen as a sinister Pikachu. Like that could be like the you know how Pikachu is like the thunder type? That other Pokemon could be dark type.
I mean, they were trying to go with that with the Pikachu from like last gen, the guy that gets hungry all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Marnie's Pokemon.
Yeah. yeah. Forgot the name of it too.
Yeah.
I guess they were going for that. It does look like a little Pikachu, but it's a hamster though. Like it's not. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm saying is like if they're gonna make a Pikachu, make an evil Pikachu. How about that? Just make an evil Pikachu, and then have an evil Raichu.
Like a dark, like dark Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Kind of thing going on.
Yeah, and then in the anime, just give it to Team Rocket. I'm gonna read Gilly's comment. Magnezone could be the first Pokemon to have a third evolution because its Pokédex entry says that a group of scientists were trying to force evolution on Magnezone, but they failed. You think Megadazone can have an evolution?
Well, I'm just gonna. I don't know if they ever go like another evolution. I don't,
Yeah.
but I'm not Pokemon. But I will bring something interesting up
Mhm.
about Pokemon League. One of the leaks were like a m- scientific experiments on one of the Pokemons, and that was the link. And everybody's first thought was Magma Zone. So Magma Zone is going to be getting something in this generation. Everybody, if we are right.
Right. So you feel like Magnazone? I mean, honestly, what they can do though is like they can just give us like a whole different version of them. I guess like I mean,
Yeah.
at this point, I think what Pokemon is starting to do is going the Digimon route. And I don't know if you know much about Digimon or anything, but they have like different versions of the same Digimon.
How
Uh,
many? How many? Like Pokemon Agumons are there?
dude, I can't even count. I think there are more than 5 for sure. Pretty sure. But they have like different versions of like the same um the same creature, and I think that's where Pokemon is kind of going, and also with like all the dex cuts they're doing, it's kind of like Digimon like as well for me, because like in Digimon games as well, they don't have every single Digimon because there's more than at least there's more than 900 Digimon. I know that.
I
So
was just saying, even with if they added all the Digimon into a Digimon game, it would be more confusing than it always is for some of those evolutions.
that's true. All right, so I'm gonna read what Gilly is saying. I mean, the developer could change their mind at any moment and change Magnazone Pokédex entry. They could do whatever the heck they want. They got the mighty eraser. If they want to
They
erase,
change everything all the time. You just don't notice it.
yeah, a bit of topic here, but I think they should definitely change some of the shinies of Pokemon.
I mean, they technically did when they were going from like 2D modeling to 3D. They changed and ruined some of them.
All right, so
Like
yeah, go on.
they changed Gengar's shiny's color just slightly,
hmm
and that was worse than it used to be.
I'm glad you brought up Gengar, but do you think Gengar, Machamp, and Alakazam should be like a standard trio of Pokemon that should be in every game?
You know what? I never thought of it, but in a way, yes.
Why do you think that?
I think they just mean so much. I mean, Gengar was like the only ghost Pokemon, and is the first and only ghost Pokemon line in like the original gen. He has so much things. Like if you think of if somebody asks you to name a ghost Pokemon, the first one you think of is Gengar.
Right.
Same with fighting. Machamp is like the first Pokemon you probably think of.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Now Alakazam, naming psychic Pokemon. When I think psychic, the first two Pokemon I think of is Alakazam and Gardevoir. And Gardevoir is for a different reason.
Yeah. So with that, we can also add like Gengar shiny. Like he said, Gilly said, like Gengar shiny kind of sucks. It does suck. There isn't much change to it.
Yeah.
And I agree. Like the shiny of the Mega Evolution should be the shiny of the Gengar. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Like the white one.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. I do think those three that you talked about are like the OGs. Like in terms
Mm.
of okay, so here's the thing. Fighting types, we had couple in the first gen. I think
Yeah.
like we had Primeape, right? We had
Yeah, there
Hitmonchan,
was Hitmonchan,
Hi-
Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee. We had a couple, right? But
Yeah.
I feel like Machamp is the only one that has like 2 stages of evolution. Like I mean the first stage, the middle
Mm.
stage, and the final stage. I think he's the
Yeah,
only
I
one
feel
that has.
like he stand out the most.
Yeah, yeah, but
Too.
the fact is that he's the only fighting type that
Yeah.
he's like he's the OG fighting type that had a middle stage and a final stage.
Yeah.
So I could see that, but I think Psychic was like only I mean, Psychic was only what? Mewtwo, Mew,
Eh, You know?
and
Yeah,
Alakazam.
yeah, I do believe that was the only line.
Right. So once again, like all okay.
Because
So
Psyduck's not a psychic type.
no, Psyduck isn't, but Psyduck should have been, I think. But still, that's
Yeah, I mean, he has confusion. Why is he not a psychic type?
I know it's like the developers were thinking, okay, let's make him psychic, in water, but nah, let's change our mind. But anyways, I think you know what, I think they should make a Psyduck, that's like a regional form. I think they should make a regional form Psyduck, and then give it that.
It better be psychic. If it's not psychic,
Yeah. One Pokemon I forgot completely about. Slowbro. Isn't he psychic type?
oh yeah, he is.
Yeah. So, but still, I think Alakazam, you could safely say is like the first one that has a middle stage and a final stage, psychic.
And I
So,
don't think a lot of people cared about slow bro anywhere, especially early on.
hmm
I mean, yeah, he was cute and all, but it's like, just why?
what do I think the shiny starter will look like in the new game? That's a good question.
Oh,
Um, you
okay,
know,
I just have to say, I want the cat to be black, like a shade of black.
the shade of black, right? I
Yeah.
want. You know what? Okay. This may be weird, but I kind of want and I just thought of it too. I want the fire starter to actually look green because it looks like a red apple. I want it
green
to
apple.
a green apple. Yeah, I want it to look like a green apple.
I don't know. What do I want to happen to the duck?
The duck.
Yeah.
That's a good question, actually. I'd say maybe go golden. Maybe go
Yeah,
gold.
maybe.
Yeah, because go gold. Like I want like a gold. Like I mean, the beak, for example, right? It has a yellowish beak. Just go with the color of that. This what?
Maybe like a gold red. Like have some parts of him red, the other parts gold.
Or silver works too. Yeah.
Yeah, silver works too.
Yeah, silver.
Oh yeah, silver works even better.
Yeah. Silver works too. I mean, but yeah, it's gonna be like, yeah, like we were talking about, metallic silver for the duck. Yeah, that could work. But like,
Yeah, that would work.
let's see the two places that I see the colors changing the most is basically the top, the hat, and the legs. Like that's what I see the colors changing the most, and I really do love the duck, the blue duck legs. Pretty sick. Um, see, and that's the thing with these designs is that they didn't do too much with them. I mean, I think the only Pokemon that has a bit going on for him is the fire type, but I think the duck one looks so simple and basic that yeah, you just love it. But
wait. But knowing the Pokemon Company, I just thought of something. Knowing the Pokemon Company, the duck is either gonna be purple or green.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Or slightly different shade of blue.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the shiny for Cinderace.
Yeah.
In the previous game, I really didn't dig it. It just looked weird. He just turned black or something. I guess what I can also do is showcase like some. I guess we can talk about some Pokemon that we've seen already. I'm just gonna get the images out of it. I'm gonna get like what? I'm gonna get 3 Pokemon at a time. How about that?
Well, in that case, do like the first 3 that were revealed. Like Shanks, Mauve, and Fido.
You want to talk about those 3?
Yeah, those were the first ones revealed.
Yeah. The funny thing is that we're still we're still talking about like very less Pokemon actually. That's the funny thing. We're not talking about anything extraordinary here. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm still confused in like what the evolutions for some of these guys is gonna be.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna be bringing them up in one by one. But in the meantime, do you want to say anything to the people here? share more of your thoughts.
No, not really. I mean,
You just want to be boring? It's all right.
what is life?
Uh, but yeah, as a as a player, well, what sort of player would you say you are in Pokemon? Like, what do you like to do? Do you like to train them, and like and just battle with them, or what? Like, what is your first thing to do when you're playing Pokemon?
Me, well, really, I'm more like a sport traveler. I don't really care about training, breeding that much. I just like take my Pokemon, catch who I catch, explore everything I can. I might even take the whole same team all the way to the end. I just catch who I want, use who I want, play around with all the mechanics. I mean, when Diamond and Pearl first came out, I
Mm.
think I spent like a major part of my time in the co- in the contest room, messing around with the Pokemon. I got maxed out on every of the contests. Then I went exploring, catch a lot of things. And about then, I was just hitting the battle tower as many times as I could. If I explored the whole map,
So you're more of a you're more of like a Indiana Jones of Pokemon.
yeah,
Like, just like to explore.
yeah.
Interesting. I'm almost
Yeah, that does look like Bailey.
interesting. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm almost done here, guys. I almost got all the Pokemon that I want here. All right,
Just
okay. So here you go. This is all three Pokemon that you guys need to know about.
mm,
I don't really I guess I will have to say their names, right?
mm.
So
Oh, I didn't even.
all right, so Lee Chunk is the Oink Oink pig,
Mm.
and then you got hold on,
Tommy.
Palmy. You got Palmy. Palmy is the middle one,
Mm.
and then you got the grass type,
Small
Moloff. Yeah. So here's the deal. The names are interesting. They're cheesy as always. Yo, Fire Mudkip. Fire Time Mudkip.
It kind of does.
Wait, which looks like a Fire Time Mudkip?
Palmy.
Palmy does. Well, I could see it, but I correct me if I was wrong, if I'm wrong, but isn't Palmy like one of the starters that were supposed to be for Johto? I think.
Yes, actually, no, no, actually, Palmy's design is based off one of the designs that was going to be a Pikachu clone. I didn't know. Wait, yeah, no, wait, never mind. I'm thinking the wrong thing. Fire Starter, yeah.
Yeah.
The
So for
Pikachu clone was a different Pokemon.
yeah. So like this is inspired. This is taken from the fire starter of Johto. That was supposed
Yeah,
to.
it was gonna be like a fire mouse Pokemon. I forget the name,
Yeah.
but they replaced it with Cyndaquil line afterwards.
Let me see if I can get the image of that.
Just look up Pokemon Silver beta Pokemon.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get the image of it. Just instead of just imagining it, why not just watch it?
I can't think of the guy.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I actually see it, but I just need to get it. But yeah, he the design of it is sick. It kind of looks like a fire. It still looks like a fire type to me. It looks like a fire electric type, but it's not.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. Most people were thinking this is gonna be the Pikachu clone of this era.
I think it is though.
because they always showed the Pikachu clone early on.
I think it is though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
probably is.
yeah. Oh yeah, I found it. I mean, I think this is like more or less like a fan. Oh, hold on. Nah. But either way, that Pokemon is a electric type only.
Mm.
And I'm not sure if it fully evolves yet. If it does, then that's sick.
Mm.
But yeah, either way, I think I got the image. All right, I got the image right now. Okay, I got the image. All right, guys. Sorry about the wait, guys. Hold on, I'm almost done. All right.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh, I gotta lower the height of this thing. So gotta lower it more.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yep.
All right. Hold on. Let me lower it a little bit more. Right there. There you go. So that way this stays in the middle of that. Okay. So anyways,
Mm.
what you see on the screen right now is basically what it yeah. So what you see on the screen right now is what this Pokemon is inspired from, and I can definitely see the inspiration already. Let me move it a little bit. Yeah, let me move it a little bit over here. I'm gonna take it away pretty soon, but basically I want to do like a little bit of comparison. Yeah, so I do see it. Like if you look at the tail, right? The tail was supposed to be like more fiery, but they removed that. No, they didn't really remove it, but they just like made it more like a normal tail, right?
Yeah.
So the hair, they they gave it a little bit. They changed the head a little bit, I think. The ears look similar to me, but yeah, I do see a lot of similarities with it, and I'm glad they brought this back because this design that they decided not to use looks good. Yo, I'm gonna go now. It's been fun. Hey, yeah. See you, Gilly. Thank you for coming. But yeah, so the design of it looks, yeah, it looks quite similar. It looks nice. It's not exactly the same, but I can see the inspiration of it. What are your thoughts about it?
No, one, I'm glad they used the old design. I mean, if you don't know, they've been working on Pokemon for years. So how many designs do you think they have store up that were never used?
I'm not sure.
No, but these are my guess. There's probably hundreds of them.
Right.
And going back to using old designs that you guys threw out, it's like these guys. It's like it's it's one being respectful and taking something that you guys thought were useful and turning it into good use.
Right. I really think that yeah, I really think that I agree with you. I totally agree with you. I think the design of this Pokemon, I mean, it doesn't look like a, I'm gonna be real, like it doesn't look like a starter to me. You know, this design doesn't look like a starter design, so I get why they decided not to use it. It does look like more of a Pokemon that would be in the wild, I guess. I mean, it would be something that you would want to catch, like cute Pokemon, like a Pikachu type. So I can see why they did that. But I agree. Like, you know, there could be a lot of designs that they really didn't use, but now they'll work because now the designs of how things are made are completely different. And if you even look at it, if you look at it, this Pokemon, right? I think it was like ahead of its time if you think about it,
Yeah.
because of the way that it's designed. There's a little bit more going on with it um than back then, like the designs you saw in the past. Because like outside of legendaries, I don't think like other Pokemon had so much things going on with it as this one.
Yeah.
Even if you say like, okay, look, like it only has like that mark on the tummy or something. The rest is like bland. Nah, I still don't think that this would be a design that would work in the past.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's definitely one because if you look at like this Pokemon was made for Johto.
Yeah,
So if you look at just all the Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon, you don't see anything that looks even similar to this.
right. So like I said, this design, it doesn't work for a starter. I feel it works more like a Pikachu type because it does kind of look like a fire type Pikachu, to be honest with you.
Mm.
So I'm glad they scraped it, and then we got Centico because like that Centico line. I mean, think about this. Okay, even if you're a fan of this design, Typhlosion is such an iconic Pokemon, right? I don't know if the evolution of this guy would become an iconic Pokemon as Typhlosion. So I would not give up Typhlosion for this Pokemon or Cyndaquil. But I'm glad they brought him back in a cute way, I feel. But yeah, enough about that design. I'm gonna get rid of that for now. So we're gonna talk about these 3 Pokemon that are on the screen, and we're gonna start with Lechonk.
Lechonk!
What are your thoughts about that Pokemon so far? And I think they already have like the abilities and stuff like that. Abilities, it gets Aroma Veal and Gluttony.
Which are 2 very good abilities.
Why is it that?
Well, do you know what they do?
I do know what Gluttony does, but I forgot what Aroma Veal does.
Uh-oh. I don't remember exactly either, but I want to get the exact wording.
That's fine. You can look it up. In the meantime, I'm gonna just talk. So, Lechonk design wise, I'm gonna look. I mean, if you look at it design wise, it kind of looks like one of those Pokemon that you will see early on, like Rattata. It kind of looks like that to me. It's a very basic design. It isn't doing too much. I like it. Keeps it simple. Makes it so that way I can just like defeat it in every battle. I want to battle. Like Rattata would be something that I find annoying and want to destroy it. And I think Lechonk is one of those Pokemon that I want to destroy every time. Definitely looks like one of those Pokemons for the baddies. It's a normal type. It's not dark. I do think that it should have been like probably dark because of the dark design of it. But otherwise, like I think, I think it's alright. And you know its height is 1.8. Like that's tiny. Jeez.
Okay. Aroma Veil stops Pokemon that stop moves that would stop you from using certain moves. Like it stops taunt.
Uh-huh.
It stops not encore. What's the move? The move that stops you from not using attack again.
Are you talking what?
I want to say
Okay, look, I can't think of like I know. Okay, guys, we know about Pokemon. All right, we're not clueless. It's just that right now, a lot of things that are in our top of our heads are not there. All right, hold on. Let me. But basically, it's a move that stops like moves like Taunt, right? That's all I need to know. That's fine.
Yeah, it stops you from Aroma Veil doesn't allow you to be you and your partner Pokemon. So if it's a double battle, you can't be affected by moves that will stop you from picking a different move.
Right. So it's a good move. And then Gluttony is something with like berries, right?
Allows you to eat berries early.
That I so okay. Just by looking at this Pokemon, right? I mean, we're not thinking about movesets right now. We're not thinking about any of that stuff. Because we don't know what the base stat is. We don't know of anything. But like, out of the 2 abilities, which one would you go with?
Okay, I'm hoping he's like, I would probably aim for Gluttony and hope he has like Recycle and has good defensive stats.
Yeah.
I mean, just based on his name, Lechonk, if he doesn't have a good defense, I'll be sad.
Right.
I would try to make him into a tank. Because, well, Glutene's Recycle is a very good combo.
Right. So, yeah, you're thinking about Taunt. You're thinking about no, you're thinking about Tank, not Taunt. I don't know why I thought about Taunt.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would definitely go with Gluttony as well. I was thinking about that too. I was thinking about Gluttony from the start. Because Aruma Wheel would be probably if this Pokemon is super slow and I'm using this as like a wall breaker. Someone that can deal with those Pokemon that have defensive good defensive stats who just want to spam moves like Toxic and stuff.
Problem with the Vulnerable Veil is you would have to know that would only be good if you knew your guy, the Pokemon, the trainer or player you were fighting against had either Taunt or a different move that stops you from unable to use your other moves.
Oh, like Disable.
Yeah, Disable. But you can't calculate that.
So it's a situational move. Yeah, you think it's a situational move?
It's too situational in my opinion. I mean, but if it was like in the past when not struggle, I can't think of the move now. The move that raises your opponent's attack power by 2 points but makes them confused.
Right.
That move used to be used all the time.
Yeah. Go on.
In that meta, you would definitely use things that could counter the confusion. Counter that move. So unless we get a meta where a lot of people are using like Disable or Taunt, you can't predict you would need to use that.
So I think, I do think Aruma Wheel is a situational move, and I think if this Pokemon is like stat-wise trash, most likely, I do expect this Pokemon to evolve. So,
yeah, it's definitely has to evolve.
Yeah, because it's like because I view it as like a Rattata of the region, so it's definitely gonna have at least one evolution. But if this Pokemon overall is like trash stat-wise, what was I going with that? Yeah, so if the Pokemon is like trash stat-wise, unless the Pokemon is trash stat-wise, then I will go with the Aruma Wheel, I guess. Like if I have nothing else to use. But Gluttony is definitely the one to go with, because with Gluttony, you can get some of those berries that help the speed, help the attack, or just recovery in general. Gluttony is definitely the one to go with, and I do see this as like a more of an offensive Pokemon, right? Someone that you will use to destroy people. Who knows? I'm not sure yet because we don't got the stats yet. But this is just a little bit of
just a guess.
Guess, like yeah, it's just a guess. It's a theory or whatever you call it. Whatever you kids call it. I don't know. But moving on to the next Pokemon. In the middle, you see. Oh yeah, by the way, I did want, before moving on, I did want to say something that I found interesting. So you know how the move, how it has the ability called Gluttony, right?
Yeah.
It's Japanese name is gluten.
Oh,
I found that funny. Like Lechon's Japanese name is gluten. Wow, I like that more than, I don't know why. I think I like that more than Lechonk.
I don't know. I'm just hoping the evolution's name is Life Thick.
Oh, that would be funny. All right, moving on to the next Pokemon, which is the one in the middle. You see,
yeah, Pawmi.
Wait, what was, am I saying it right? Pawmi. But yeah, Pawmi. I'm saying it right. Pawmi. Now that's an easy to say name for a Pikachu clone that looks like. I mean, it does look like a Pikachu clone, guys. Come on, look at the cheeks.
Yeah.
You can't deny that. So Pikachu clone of this generation. I hope it evolves. If it doesn't, I don't know. Like if it just looks cute, I'm not gonna use it. But Pawmi. So we are talking about Pawmi now. I think we did talk a little bit about it. We talked about the inspiration of it, which I think is great. But outside of that, I really do like the Pokemon. I really like the way it looks. I'm not sure if it's gonna be. I think they call it bipedal or whatever you call it. Like like Pokemon with like 4 legs. I'm not sure
Yeah.
if it's gonna stay on that. I'm not sure if it's gonna stay there. Kind of
Well,
looks.
my
Mhm.
my guess, just based on his looks, is gonna act kind of like an ape, where he can walk on 2 legs, but also walk on 4.
Yeah, maybe like a Pikachu, right? Pikachu
Yeah.
can go on 4 and stuff. But it does like overall design wise, it looks super cute. Like I don't know,
Very cute.
I really like it. I really dig the design. Not gonna lie. I dig this design, but I'm actually curious about the abilities again. I forgot to look at the abilities. Okay,
Status and nature cure. Natural cure.
natural cure. Yeah, natural cure is definitely the one that I really like the most. Aesthetic. I mean,
Yeah.
like, if you look at this cute Pokemon, right? Would you want it to get punched in the face? Like, I wouldn't.
Not real. I mean, if it doesn't have static, is I always feel like it's a move when it works. I mean, it's a very good ability if you get it. If you get the activation, but if you don't, it's like, hi, how are you?
Is it? It's not. It's not like a. It's not like 100% paralyzation. The it gets
Yeah,
hit.
it's like a 30% chance.
So 30% chance of paralyzation. So it needs to be a physical move as well, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like you're gonna bring this guy out against a physical sweeper, basically,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna expect
And
it to
hope.
get punched.
Yeah. Well, natural cure is just really that saves you one post. That saves you one full heal, one burn. That saves you
Yeah,
one.
yeah, natural cure is great because let's say if you're paralyzed, which you won't be, because not this Pokemon will be paralyzed. Let's say if this Pokemon is
If he's
asleep.
asleep,
Yeah, there you go. If this Pokemon is
sleep,
asleep,
poison, burn.
poison and burn especially. I mean,
Yeah.
actually, I think all three of them are very lethal, but burn makes you lose some of your attack. So the thing,
Yeah.
your physical attack, by the way, not special. So the thing is, assuming this Pokemon is going to be a physical sweeper, for example, right? Burn will destroy it. So with natural cure, it can just switch, and then it will lose that burn. And then poison, it just gets worse over time, and you don't want that. And then sleep is just bad. It's like your Pokemon is useless till it wakes up. Um,
If you ever hope you get one turn woke up, or you're
yeah,
kind of screwed.
but yeah, but natural cure overall, I think is going to be good. I don't care what status it shows. I think natural cure is definitely what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Static is like, I know for me, it's more or less. It's probably this is a poor comparison, but it's like Blaze to me. You know, like Blaze and Torrent and stuff like that. They're good, in they're decent. Okay, they're decent, but they're not the great. But overall, I think this Pokemon looks nice. It's something that I may use actually. If it has an evolution, I may use it because I really love the design, especially because of the fire effect too. Like especially the hair, it kind of looks like a fiery, like when a fire starts, it's kind of like that. It kind of looks like
Yeah.
that. So I would use it if it evolves. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna look for another electric type because I'm thinking about finding an electric type to use. I like to use the Ash method. But moving on to the next guy, we are
Small F.
okay. Why give it a name like that? Like we know it's small, but why?
Small olive.
Oh, small olive. Oh yeah, it does look like an olive. Yeah. Okay, that thing on the top is olive. You're saying?
Yeah. So it's probably gonna turn into an olive tree or something.
Man, I really don't know, man. This guy just. Bleh. He's alright.
I'm always betting this is gonna be like the Rosalade of this generation. The Rosalade,
Well,
the
yeah.
grass female.
Well, okay, so first off, it's a grass normal type, which is a interesting typing. I don't think I've seen that before.
Deerling.
All right. So thank you for stopping me for saying something outrageous. Yeah, Deerling. That's it. Deerling looks a lot more better, but isn't it weird that how much of a oddish it looks like to me? Like oddish. It kind of looks like a oddish.
You know what? Well, Gilly said earlier in chat, it looks like a Bidoo.
Oh, to him it looks like a Bidoo. I can see Bidoo as well. I can see Bidoo,
Yeah.
but
I was gonna say what?
hmm?
So there was a league before this guy was show up. There was a green, yellow, oddish Pokemon. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
everybody took it off as a joke because it was so bad, and there was no picture of it. Nobody believed this guy. Then we get this green, yellowish. It kind of looks like an oddish.
Right.
It's like, oh my god, the guy was right, but he was wrong.
Right. So yeah. The thing is that I could see this being like a like a what do you call it? You know, like how Oddish, the regional form of Oddish. I could see that being the case with it, but it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not a
sadly
regional.
no.
It's not a regional Oddish. But I could see it
And it's
being one.
not like Wiglet.
It's well, it's not like Wiglet either. If we're gonna be talking about more of those other Pokemon, I mean, do you want to run through those other Pokemon too? Just curious.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, because I want to get my thoughts out about these right now. Because once the new game comes out, guys, we're gonna be doing. By the way, just to let you guys know, we're gonna be doing more podcasts in the future. This is our first one, and I'm enjoying it so far. How about you?
I am. This is going well so far.
Yep. So in the future, we're gonna be doing more podcasts. That's why I'm putting all my thoughts into this one right now. About the current ones. We're gonna just talk about the current Pokemon that we've seen. But in the future, stay tuned. I mean, we're gonna be we're gonna have some talks. We're gonna talk about this game or we're gonna talk about something else. But I'm looking forward to doing more. If you guys enjoyed this one, I hope you guys give a like and subscribe too. It'll help a lot, and give a comment, please. But moving on, I'm gonna get into like the I'm gonna get into the next three Pokemon that we're gonna talk about, and we're just gonna go in
All right,
threes.
before you do that, wait. Smallest ability is interesting.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, let's talk about the whole smaller. So early bird. Yeah, what is that?
Yeah.
What does it do?
I think if I remember correctly, he wakes up early from a sleep. That's that.
He wakes up early from sleep.
Yeah.
So it cannot be put to sleep. I think it's okay. Like it's one of those situational.
Yeah.
It's one of those situational ones, man. Like I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, but that's definitely good because if there's a Pokemon out there that's very good, and this Pokemon is gonna be pretty useful as long as it's not like a fire type.
I agree.
Or
Um, okay. Here's the thing. I think this Pokemon may have, and this is just my theory. Really don't know. I didn't look it up.
probably has a hidden ability.
No. It may have a hidden ability, but I think this Pokemon will evolve like at least twice. I think it will have a middle stage and it will have a final stage. And when we get to the final stage, we'll know exactly what this turns into. Because right now it just looks like like I said, like design looks pretty okay. It looks like a basic Pokemon that kind of reminds you of maybe people don't agree with this, but it kind of reminds me of like a first gen Pokemon because it kind of looks very simple, very bland. It just has a face. It has an olive on top. It's not there isn't much going on with it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, but I'm just gonna be honest. I think this is gonna be like one of those flower girl Pokemons, like Rosalade, Blossom, Lil Grant.
I wouldn't mind if it becomes like a Roserade. I just don't want it to become like a complete female, Pokemon like they usually turn them into. I don't
Like
think it
that
will.
what's her name? Sunda? Tisunda?
I guess. Yeah. I
That Pokemon.
yeah. I mean, like it does look cute. I guess it has a face, it has a mouth. But there isn't much going on with it. Like compare. Okay.
Yeah.
So before we move on to the next ones, I guess. So just by looking at them and just by looking at them and looking at their abilities, right? How would you like who would you want to use more? Like
Lechonk.
Lechonk?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's your first? Okay, Lechonk is one, and then who's the second one?
Probably Palmy.
Palmy. So basically, that Smoliv loses.
Yeah.
Why does it lose?
Really, Lechonk has a funny name, some good abilities. Palmy looks very good, well designed, and electric types are early electric type is always good. Smollet doesn't really stand out that much to me.
Yeah.
It's like, here, pick me, pick me, pick me. It doesn't give me that kind of feeling. And normal grass, while it is a unique design with only Deerling having it, it's not a good typing.
Normal grass will lose to fighting for sure.
Yeah, I'm always gonna say grass is definitely one of the weaker typings when it comes to like how many weaknesses it has.
Yeah.
But really, the normal only gives him immunity to ghosts, which he didn't need, and weakness to fighting.
Right.
I'd rather just take the pure grass type and have one less weakness to worry about.
I agree with you actually. I prefer I prefer those two over her for sure. Anyways, guys, that's it for these three. We're gonna talk about the next three pretty soon. We're not going in order, by the way. We're just going in
I was
whatever.
just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the other three right now. But one of them is definitely gonna be what's his name?
Fido?
Fido. Yeah, Fido. Oh, that name is actually easy to say. Thank God.
Yeah, Fido. Come on, you should know. Fido. You're Fido. You're Fido.
Fido. We're gonna get rid of the Oink Oink.
Bye bye, Lechonk.
Lechonk is gonna be gone now. Lechonk is gone. Lechonk is gone. All right, Lechonk is gone. All right, we brought in Fido. Fido looks pretty cool. I mean, overall, okay. First off, it's a fairy type. It's a puppy Pokemon. If in case you didn't know, I mean, obviously you need to know about that. And then it has the ability
Great
called
dog.
own tempo. Own tempo.
I forget what does Own Temple do. I think that
Yeah, while you're looking that up at the moment, I am gonna bring up the second Pokemon pretty soon.
Own Temple can't be confused. Not bad ability.
Yeah, confusion. I gotta stop. Okay, so basically, so what that does, right? What I really like about it is the fact that, like, say if it uses a move that makes it confused, it can't be confused. There you go.
Yeah.
Right, we're gonna bring out. Oh, hold on. We're gonna bring out our next Pokemon too. Oh, I'm gonna bring him out, and I'm gonna remove the little guy. I'm gonna remove Palmy. But overall, would continue with your thoughts about this Fido? Like, what do you think about the
Well,
design?
cute name. I love the ears. It looks like I just want to kind of hug it. Give it a good old squeeze.
You love it that much?
Oh, it's just cute. It's adorable. Fairy typing always very good.
Right. Now, fairy typing is definitely good. You know, it kind of okay. So here's the deal. It kind of reminds me of what you call it. Why is this guy so big? Hold on, let me make it short. So it kind of reminds me of what was that Pokemon in the last generation? Creamy something. Got the name.
Oh yeah, like Creamy.
Yeah.
Creamy, the cake Pokemon.
Yeah, the cake Pokemon. It kind of reminds me of that. It kind of reminds me of one of the pets of that or something. Like it's like part. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a cousin.
Yeah.
But a dog.
It was the cake. This is the bread.
Yeah.
They're both bakery goods.
Right.
What's next? Pizza?
Right. Now I'm gonna pick the third Pokemon. Oh yeah. Oh, I know which one I'm gonna go with. Oh, the third one is gonna be
Is the
Flood.
not a dog Pokemon?
Shut up. How did you know?
Get two of the dog Pokemons next to each other at the same time. Makes sense. I I haven't. I don't know anything. I haven't looked into the new dog Pokemon yet.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm gonna look into it right now. Right.
I don't even know his name.
All right. Yeah, you guys see it now. So you guys, okay, you guys see like all the three Pokemon, which is fantastic, right? So we got our next set of Pokemon that we're gonna talk about right now. Eh, but we're gonna finish off with Fido, right? Yeah, Fido.
Fido.
Fido. First of all, I love the name, and it seems like I don't think it has a Japanese name yet. I don't know, but Fido is a fairy type. It has its own tempo move, and I think it will evolve. It looks like it will because it looks like a
Probably
tiny dog.
will.
There hasn't been any known moves that they shown.
Mm.
But yeah, this is a cool Pokemon to have. Like, it makes you hungry, doesn't it? Kind of like because of the
Yeah, got it though.
yeah. So for food lovers, you know, you got a dog that you can rely on. You know, maybe in the anime it'll be used as like you know, that other cake Pokemon. But yeah, he's a cool Pokemon. He's a cool Pokemon. He's one of those I'm gonna try out, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have it in my team. What about you?
Probably gonna at least catch it. Depends if I can find another. Might use it if I can't find another fairy type early.
Right. Fairy typing is so good though. And when it evolves, I mean, I'm not sure if it's gonna keep the fairy typing. Who knows? But either way, when it evolves, it's gonna look probably better and more foody. And maybe when it evolves, it'll become like maybe a dirty, but maybe a bad dog. Maybe, you know, like a fairy and dark. Who knows? You never know. But either way, but right now it looks very good. A Pokemon that I would use, but not put in my team at the moment. Like, I'm not really interested in cute Pokemon like that. But the next one we're gonna talk about is, dude, I don't even know how to say his name.
Aye.
Grafaiai, right?
Yeah.
Now this is an interesting Pokemon. We've seen it. It basically does a lot of graffiti. That's what the inspiration is from.
Yeah.
It's like a monkey. It's a monkey, sort of, I think. Design wise, it looks interesting because I get the, you know, the Butterfree vibes kind of with the eyes.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is based off of Eye, so
whatever that is.
Eye is a real creature, and that's how they look in real life. Those big eyes. They kind of look. A lot of people call them aliens.
Right.
They have those long, skinny fingers. They eat bugs. They're nocturnal creatures. That's why they have the huge, big eyes. They're a very cute creature, technically.
They are, and I like the fact that after Smeargle, we got another Pokemon that is all about, you know, art, in a way. And then if you look at if you're talking about art, I mean, one of our starters that we talked about was like art. It was like an art Pokemon, right? It kind of looks like art Pokemon. So it's good to see that we got another Pokemon that's based off of art, like graffiti, right? So and it's not like it's the same sort of art either. It's like a different sort of graffiti. So I like the design. The typing is poison and normal. I mean, we're getting normal types are getting a lot of love.
Yeah, they are.
They're getting a lot of love so far. Like, you know, we got.
I mean, that's 3 normal types so far.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't believe they just called it poison and normal. I would give it poison and dark though, because of the way it looks. Kind of looks darkish and stuff, but you know, I can't complain.
Well, they didn't. It would make sense because they're a nocturnal creature.
Yeah, so it should have been dark, but I guess they want to give more normal love. And in Japanese, it's called tag giggle, gingle, tag gingle. I think it's called. Yeah. That's the interesting name. It has a ability called Unburden and Poison Touch. I would definitely go Unburden instantly.
Yeah, it was a bird allows you to double your speed once it uses its held item, which is very strong.
If it has like belly drum, if it has belly drum and yeah, if it has belly drum
Eats a berry.
and uses barrier, then it's gonna be OP. But I'm not
Mm,
sure if it will. I'm pretty sure it will have its own signature move. I think I'm not sure like
mm.
that, but overall design wise, it looks good. It looks good. Like it's like another art Pokemon, which is something that people love. I mean, I love at least. You know, art inside
Yeah, I
of
mean,
art.
I would love it to be like a rival with Smurgle,
Yeah, that'd be nice.
and maybe even have the same ability Scotch.
That'd be interesting. Yeah. The next one is the dog. Gravy something. Yeah, graveyard. Graveyard.
Basically, just call it graveyard. Yeah.
Yeah. Graveyard, yeah. I think that's what it's called. But overall it looks like one of those hey, what was that Pokemon called? Litwick? I think it's called. Litwick?
Yeah, Liquid.
Yeah. It kinda
Even if the lore of them are the same too.
so what's interesting is that the Fido, right? It's like
Yeah.
it looks like a cousin of that cake Pokemon that we were talking about. I forgot the name of it. Premier or whatever.
Yeah, and
Uh,
this looks like Liquid's pet.
exactly. This looks like Litwick's pet. So each of these dogs look like pets of like a different Pokemon, which I find interesting. And I'm not sure if they're gonna add any more. If they do, I'm gonna be interested to see like how that turns out. But yeah, we got another hound. We got another
Okay.
dog. We got more cousins for
Okay, I'm just gonna bring
hmm.
up the league. There is one more dog. It's a dark type.
Okay, so we will get another dog that's a dark type. So we got a fairy, we got
Yeah,
ghost type,
a ghost and a dark.
and then we got a dark. So all three of them actually somehow have connections together. Somehow.
Yeah.
But I guess we will get another dog, but I'm not sure how it's gonna look. But I'm curious if that another dog is gonna look like a pet of some other Pokemon. Who knows? But this guy,
Probably could.
he looks interesting to me. I mean,
Yeah.
one of those
I mean, he buries underground too.
he prays underground. Yeah, so like he's there to fool people, kind of like what do you call it? Voltorb, stuff like that. Voltorb, even
Yeah.
okay, Geodude. You know, Geodude and these other Pokemon
Yeah.
that make you think that there's something, but they're not. Um,
Yeah.
what was I gonna look at? Yeah, I was gonna look at the abilities too. Gotta look at that.
Pick me up. Pick up.
Pick up. Yeah, you said pick me up. I'm not gonna pick you up.
No. Pick up. It allows you to grab the item after a battle. So if you were hunting, if there's a certain Pokemon that has a held item in the wild, you'll get that after the battle.
Yeah, competitively that's pretty useless, but for someone that's basically just starting out and you catch this in the wild early, you got to get it because you got to get any item.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's Pokemon that have like quick claws. Like there's not always a chance they'll drop it.
Right.
Then yeah, I mean this will let you get those items very easily and
And
even farm them.
yeah, I mean, if you're farming for items, you could get decent items with it probably. Like, you know, you never know. You could get a nugget that you could sell for bajillions of money. You know?
I was gonna say like if there's like a Combi,
mm,
Combi always has honey on them.
yep, that's true. So I don't think it's completely useless, but competitively it's pretty useless. I'm gonna be honest. Competitively,
Yeah, I
you know.
mean, unless it has a good hidden ability for competitive
Yeah.
or some good moves and stats.
I mean, you never know. Maybe because they only showcased it, right? You never know. It may have
Yeah.
like another hidden ability. But pickup is not a
Yeah.
bad ability to have if you catch this guy like early on. Pickup is not a bad ability to have. But it's a ghost dog. Design wise, it looks good. I mean, honestly, design wise, I'm wondering where the eyes are. You know, they're gone. They're disappeared. But design wise,
It reminds me of
hmm?
this the fur is covering the eye. It looks like one of those old like dogs like never had a straightener,
Exactly.
never had an owner, and their
Exactly.
hair got all messed in their eyes.
Yeah, like one of those people that are, like, Tarzan, for example. He's a man of the jungle where his hair is just all messy. It's not the same.
Yeah, good design at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good design. It looks uh no, design wise, okay, design wise. Okay. Let's say design wise. All three, right? I think design wise they look solid. Like for what they
I
are.
mean, all three of them was very good.
Yeah. I think design wise they look solid for what they are. Um I my so who would you pick from these three?
I would if I if I can find them, I'd probably catch and use all of them early.
Yeah,
Might replace them later on, but
I know, but like what I mean is like we're going from numbers. So like uh
oh,
yeah. Who would you want more for first?
probably get Gefile first,
Mhm.
then Fido, then Garvo here. I mean, unless Garvo is a very
I'm going to be
I don't know.
okay, so I'm going to kind of differ with you. I'm going to go with Graveyard, right? As my first. And then I'm gonna go with Fido. And then not Fido. Fido is cute. Okay, don't get me wrong. Fido is great, but I'm not gonna go with Fido. I'm gonna go with my boy. That
Fi Fi.
yeah, that guy. That monkey. I'm gonna go with the monkey.
Just call him Eye.
Uh,
His way he's
yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the monkey. All right. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Graveyard. Graveyard is like the Pokemon that really looks super interesting to me right now. Like I know it just has pickup ability, but I have a feeling it's gonna evolve, and if it evolves, it's gonna probably look sick. Who knows? Or probably look like an old grandpa. Who knows? But I wanna know what happens with this Pokemon. He looks sick. I mean, Fido, it looks good, but that's it. It just looks good. It just looks good. I mean, it makes me hungry. That's it.
I just want to hug Fido. So
Yeah, you can hug it, but then you'll get kind of like cake on yourself or something. I'm not sure. But
it's broad.
I think we'll move on to the next three. The next three that see the thing is when I'm picking these three, I have a lot of question marks in my head. Like okay, because we did get a couple of Pokemon, right? We didn't get like bajillions of Pokemon. We got a couple.
Yeah,
Um,
like 10 in total, I think.
yeah, probably 10. So okay, I think I know which three I'm going with. But in the meantime, overall, um, when did you start playing Pokemon? What was your first
Ooh,
Pokemon game?
okay. My first Pokemon game was actually the original Pokemon Snap.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was that?
So, while I grew up, we had a Nintendo 64 always set up. And we only had a few games. We had Banjo Kazooie, Diddy Kong Racing, Yoshi Island, Pokemon Snap, and the original Paper Mario. Those were our original games. Those games were what I grew up on. Did buy my sister's Game Boy out for a while and played the original Pokemon Red. But no, Pokemon Snap was definitely my first Pokemon game.
So
I grew up.
did you think like Pokemon Snap was the way you play Pokemon? Did you think that was like how you originally played it? Was you like
I mean, I did watch the anime, so I was like, where's the battles?
mhm.
I was playing Pokemon Snap, but I didn't mind. My sister told me that Pokemon Snap wasn't like the original way to play it.
Right.
Because, but they never gave me the Game Boy until I found it like when I was entering elementary school. I found it. Like I found the Game Boy.
Mhm. Man, um there's one Pokemon, I'm not gonna spoil who, but there's one Pokemon that I'm gonna bring up that I actually do want to talk about right now, and I can't wait.
No, who is it?
He has a belly.
Belly Boat.
Yes.
I was like, Belly Boat? Or the other one with the tire in it?
All right, I got my 3. It took me a little bit just to figure out, but I got my 3.
Mm. Nice.
All right, they're gonna be up soon. But yeah, you started with Pokemon Snap. Then what was the first game you played again after
Red.
Pokemon Red?
Yeah.
Who did
Got
you?
a little
Who's
bit.
your first starter ever?
Actually, technically, I got Pokemon Snap. I played Pokemon Red first, but I never was able to reset it. So I was just using the team that was all the way on it. And it was Charmander, Pikachu, Pidgey. What else was on that?
So Charmander was your first starter.
No, I did the team. I didn't know how to reset the game because I was still a little kid. I was like 5 years old.
Right.
So I found the game, but I didn't know how to reset or anything. I just ran around mindlessly running to Pokemon in the grass most of the time with a. I had like I remember this clear. It wasn't a Charmander. It was a fully evolved level 50 Charizard. And I was just beating up level 10 Rattatas.
That's funny.
My first official Pokemon game that I actually played all the way, so my first starter was actually Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. I chose Punt Pop.
I was a big fan. Yeah, I started with my first game ever was so I played Pokemon Snap as well. But my first game ever was Pokemon Red. I started with Charizard. I always loved Charizard, and by that point, I love Charizard. I think I didn't want. I didn't just want Pokemon Red. I badly wanted it because of Charizard. So yeah, that's the game I started with. And that's since then I've been picking Red because of that reason. And I think and I find it interesting how both of us actually picked Red. Simply because of that reason as well. Well, because we started with Pokemon Red.
Mm.
So have you played like almost every single Pokemon game?
Me and I did technically the only Pokemon game I have never played were the original Gold, Silver, and the original Ruby, Sapphire.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I went from Pokemon Red to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl.
Dang, you skipped a bit. Okay.
Oh, my mom wouldn't buy me the game, so it's like at least I got to watch all the anime.
Okay, I really don't like where Wiglet is placed right now. Oh, Wiglet should be placed right here. There you go. Anyways, guys, I basically got my 3 Pokemon that I wanted to talk about, and I'm all set. So we're gonna start with Wiglet. Wiglet kind of sounds similar to Diglett because it is. So can you tell me a little bit about this Pokemon?
Well, it's based off of Water Eel. It's white for some reason, so you don't want to know how many memes that led to.
Yep. So it's a water type. Its abilities are gooey and rattled.
Actually, I never looked at her abilities. Gooey and Rattle?
Yeah, gooey and rattle. I actually never looked at its abilities as well before the stream, actually. So that's pretty cool. Well, what does gooey mean? I mean, I know what it means, but I want to know what that definition. Oh wait, not a definition. Pokemon. Gooey book. Okay. So okay, so when a Pokemon with this ability is hit by a move that makes contact, the speed of the attacking Pokemon is decreased by 1 stage. If a Pokemon with this ability is hit by multi-strike moves, that that makes contact, such as Furry Swipe. Each attack activates this ability. So basically, if someone uses if someone is like so stuck on using Furry Swipes or these other moves that make multiple hits, their speed will just lower every time. So basically, it's a great move. It's a great ability to lower the speed of someone else, but you got to get hit. What are your thoughts about
Well,
that? Do you think that ability is solid for it?
well, seeing how we're getting that one item that allows you to increase the increase the chance of multi-hitting tags being used. I could see that being played, so that could be very useful.
It could be, but if I look at its ability called Rattled, which I also forgot about.
Mm.
All right. So it's when a Pokemon with this ability is hit by a bug, dark, ghost damage moves, its speed is increased by 1 stage. Okay, so one lowers the speed of the
Very
enemy.
situational.
One lowers the speed of the enemy, and then one ups the speed of one of you basically. So yeah, it's
How is
interesting.
it?
Hmm?
I'm gonna guess like Gooey needs to be physical, but Rattle doesn't. If I remember correctly, don't they?
Yeah, no. Basically for Rattled, it doesn't need to. It needs to be a damaging move. So it doesn't need to be a physical. It doesn't need to be special. It can just be
Yeah,
any damaging move. So I think I like that more a little bit because that
yeah.
increases your
But the
speed.
problem is, it does limit you what types you have to use it against.
Right.
So Gooey's technically the better move overall. But if you know what you're going into, Rattle is definitely the better choice.
Yeah, but it also depends on the defense stats too. If this guy can actually last a hit.
Yeah.
So and considering that this kind of looks like a Diglett, I'm assuming it's gonna evolve as well. Who knows? But
Mm.
its defense stats need to be good. And being a water type is a lot better than being a ground type, though. If you think about it, because water types do have weaknesses. They have weaknesses against thunder and grass.
Wait. I just saw something.
What?
It's a water type. What's the other? Does it have another typing?
No, just water.
Why would you use a bug, ghost, or dark move against a Wiglet?
Um,
You wouldn't.
you wouldn't. That's true.
You probably hit it with a grass type, a thunder type. Especially if you know there's a chance of having this ability.
The
You
only
won't hit it with it.
okay, you wouldn't hit it, but let's say if you have a teammate that will get hit by it. Let's say you have a teammate that's weak to it, you can just bring it out.
Yeah. I
So
hope it survives the head.
well, if it's let's say if it survives the hit. Okay, so okay, I'm just giving you a scenario here, okay? Because I love thinking about scenarios. So let's say, you have a psychic partner or something, right? That could get destroyed by one shot by someone else, right? You can just bring this guy out, and then you'll get hit. And let's say that buff you get from the speed is good enough for you to actually attack next turn, right? Then that speed buff was useful.
Mm.
So I mean, I could see it like that because you got to understand Pokemon is a team game, so it's not just.
Yeah.
But
But you have to understand that, like, competitive players, they're always trying to predict what their opponent is trying to do, what moves they're gonna use, what do they have to worry about.
that's true.
So if they know your opponent if they know there's a there's a Wiglet in your team, even if you have a Psychic type, they're probably gonna try to predict you're swapping out.
They could predict that, but I'm just saying that that's one other way that this could work because not everyone is a competitive player. Not everyone is gonna think like that. You know what I mean? I mean, we're talking about an average casual trainer, right?
Mm.
It's not always
Yeah.
gonna think like that. But here's the thing: even if you're thinking competitive, right? Like let's say if this psychic Pokemon or something is very strong, and someone that someone that you need to kill with a certain move, otherwise it doesn't die. Then you could definitely switch in and bring this guy out because they're gonna definitely go for that move. And the best part is that this means any damage. It doesn't mean physical or special. So like that's why I think this ability is decent. But once again, its defense stats need to be decent too to be able to last. Or otherwise, give it focus stash and it survives that. But that's just my thought. I mean, I think we're kind of overthinking about this whole thing right now. But yeah, it really is like a situational thing. I think both of its abilities are interesting because let's say if someone uses a pin missile, right? It's gonna get speed buff every time, and if you take it into doubles territory, it's not saying that specifically the opponent hits it with it. You could hit it with it.
I think there was a move that might make that even stronger in double. But
yeah. So
I think there's a move that makes you target both of the enemy's team Pokemon. I think I don't know if it's taunt or if it's a different. No, it's not taunt. I think it's a different move. But getting both of the enemy's Pokemon to target Wiglet.
Right. So like that's what. So the thing is that I think this guy is going to be one to look out for if you think about it. I just got to look at the stats. I think overall I like the abilities. And then if it evolves? Let's say if it evolves, will its abilities change or not? If they stick with these same abilities, right? That's going to be interesting, I'll say. And by the way, the meta is going to change too because you got to understand that crystallization thing. So like you never know. Maybe you'd want to use the crystallization on this thing and force people to attack it with such moves, and then.
Come on.
All right, he has to go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good.
But I just thought another problem with Rattle.
Yeah, but yeah. What other problem we have with the Rattle? Let's talk about
the problem is not only does you need to get hit by predicting that switch, getting hit by the certain type of move and surviving that hit. You just gave your Wiggle a speed buff. What are you going to do with that?
A speed buff?
Yeah. Usually you'll give a speed buff to somebody who's going to hit hard.
Yeah, but what if this guy does?
I mean, that's a good thing, but if he doesn't...
No. I mean, okay, like, the only comparison we can make is with Diglett or Dugtrio, right? I think overall, Dugtrio's attack stats are decent. Like they're
they're decent, but they're not something you would like want to take a hit just for a speed buff.
No, that's true. But once again, once the stats come out, we're gonna know what happens with it. But overall, I don't think the abilities are terrible.
Yeah, abilities wise, not terrible, but it's gonna come down to the stats on them.
Okay, but here's the thing. Think of this scenario too. Okay, let's say we're playing doubles. All right, I have a Pokemon that you just uses pin missile, right? And the fact that the bug type moves don't they're not super effective against water types, right? So what if I just use pin missile just to speed this up? I mean, I get what you're saying. Why would you want a Wiglet to destroy other people? But look at how meme worthy this Pokemon is, man. Like,
I mean, yeah, but it's meme worthy for a different reason. But
I know what you mean, but still, just getting destroyed by this thing, people will be salty. Come on.
Man. I mean, yeah, there's gonna be probably this one YouTuber they love to bully people with meme teams. They're definitely gonna do something with this Pokemon.
I know, I'm definitely gonna play around with this guy too. I mean, I'm not just gonna like do a playthrough and then I'm gonna be like, I'm done with this game, guys. Yeah, bye bye. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be making some Pokemon content. I love Pokemon. I just love it. This franchise is so awesome. And I also got like some other people that I could have join us some other streams that I'm looking forward to because like I said, I'm enjoying myself right now. But moving on. I think we talked enough about this guy. I think we gave him the most attention out of all the Pokemon so far. Moving on to that Pokemon with a belly.
Belly boat.
Belly belt, man. One thing I will say, okay, one thing I'll say about this Pokemon that you don't really see in the image right now, but that circle there, and that electric circle there, right? Well,
Yeah.
the that belly is super interesting to me because it can change every time it either attacks or something or gets attacked or something, because that electricity just goes all around that tummy, and I really find that super interesting. The design wise, it's an interesting design. I'll say that much. Like it kind of reminds you of like Poliwag, Poliwags. Kind of reminds you of the Poliwags.
I mean, I'm gonna bring now because you brought that up. I think I sent you a picture in Discord before, but Belly Boat's design looks so similar to an old Poliwag design that was canceled.
Yeah, I think it is. But overall, I think that yeah, but overall I think that the design of this guy, it is like like you said, they're bringing back old designs and making it into new ones, which I find fascinating because some will say, okay, some will look at this and say, oh, I think Pokemon Company is running out of ideas. Okay, maybe that's not true, I guess, but I also think that the designs they used to work on in the past were still good, and I'm glad
Yeah.
they never just like took them away. You know, it gives I guess it gives the Pokemon a different lure too. Like it gives them like a special place here. I guess like it's not just a new Pokemon that was just created for you to see and stuff. You can actually go back in the past and see the inspiration of it and be like, oh my god, that's so cool that this was a scrape design. This is why the Pokemon games and Pokemon in general is so interesting to me. Is that um, they they tend to take from trash they had in the past. Like they turn that trash into gold. Like that's what I like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, I love that they keep doing it.
Mhm.
I love to see more of it.
Mhm.
I mean, I think some people said Samurott old design was a old water starters Pokemon design too.
Yeah.
I remember hearing people say that in the past.
So design wise,
But
sorry.
never mind. Go on.
Yeah. So design wise, we agree that design looks solid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really love what happens with its belly, and it makes me want to watch this Pokemon even more. You know.
Mm.
Um.
Also,
So
remember,
hmm.
those are fake eyes
Wait,
on the
hold on.
side. His eyes are the yellow dot that looks like nose.
Why? Hold on a second. Are you serious?
Yes, those eyes on the side of his head are not his eyes. Those are fake.
That's
That
kind of
little smile,
yeah.
his 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 face is that smile and the two dots.
I am mind blown right now. Like I did not know that. What the heck? That's kind of creepy in a way. What? Then why are the eyes white? Why? 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 Why?
Well, there's actually an animal in real life that has the similar thing to them, to this
Oh.
thing. He has fake eyeballs on the back of his body. It's on his butt to be exact.
Oh my god. Okay.
So it's a scare predators, more or less. Like
I
I'm watching you.
I don't know, man. I'm still thinking the eyeballs are the eyes, but whatever. That's a creepy. Okay, that's creepy. Anyways, moving on. Before I get creeped out at this Pokemon. We are gonna talk about the ability, right? So
Yeah, it has a brand new one.
it has a brand new one.
Yeah, electromorphic.
Yeah, Morphosis, I think.
Yeah.
Electromorphosis. Yeah,
Every
Electromorphosis.
time when he takes a hit, the
Mhm.
next electro attack will do more damage.
Now that is a very I'll say a situational ability, I guess. Like I mean, I can see arguments from both sides here. Like I mean, I'm gonna obviously talk competitive here because that's what these abilities are for me. We're
I
not
mean,
gonna.
it's
Mhm.
probably gonna be very good.
The Pokemon by look wise does look a bit bulky, right? It looks like something
Yeah,
that can take hits. But it is a what is it? Electric type, right? All the way. Let me
yeah.
see. It's a electric type. So ground type moves are not a good move against it in general. But otherwise, and here's the thing: Earthquake can be learned by majority of the Pokemon. So, uh,
True.
but what I do think will work probably is let's say you know that balloon thing. There's like a balloon
Yeah.
item. You know, you give it that, and then maybe have it float in there. But who knows? Maybe this Pokemon is so bulky that it will survive an earthquake.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that ability does kind of make you think though, because the only moves that get powered up is the electric types moves.
Mhm.
Um,
I mean, as long as he's bulky enough, depends on how much it gives. The people don't have to worry about putting stats into their attack and just can build defense points. Have one lesser move, have less defensive. They can have a very hard hitter who can be who's pretty tanky.
I'll say like a wall breaker. I'll probably think of it as
Yeah,
that. Probably. Um, but it says any move.
yeah. Any electric move, as long as he takes a hit.
Yeah, so it says any move. So basically, it's not stuck with like physical move. It's not stuck with like a special move. It
No, as
means
long as
that
it's electric type.
exactly.
So you can do Nuzzle, he can do Thunderbolt, Volt Switch. Volt Switch will be very good. I mean, yeah.
I
Pull him in, let him take a hit. Have him very slow. Volt Switch out for a lot
I
of damage.
no. Okay, so you were right. Okay, so you were right about the eyes. I'm gonna actually showcase that right now. I'm guys, this is weird. This is creepy, but bear with me. Belly. Yeah, you guys are gonna see the image pretty soon, guys. Don't worry. Man, what an what an interesting Pokemon to have, man. For real, like this. I don't know. This made the Pokemon super interesting to me. I'm gonna find it really quick.
No, I don't like the way they how they showed off Buzzball. They're revealed on Volleyball here.
Hold on, I'm gonna show it soon. All right, yeah, all right, you're gonna see it, but hold on, I'm gonna move it up a little bit so that way you can see it more. Oh, actually, I gotta go beyond that guy. There you go. So if you guys look at the image, right? You guys look at the image. You guys see the eyes that are closing. You can see the real eyes
Mhm.
are closing. Like so, Six Samurai was right.
Yeah. Yeah, in this case, it's like this Pokemon can sleep, but I really would think it's awake.
Oh my god, that's funny.
They better do something in the anime with that.
Yeah. Dang. Okay. Now it doesn't look that creepy to me, but still, those eyes are what? They're like fake. Those eyeballs are fake, and these are the real. I'm gonna have to get used to it. But man, that's a nice way of tricking people, man. Like I find that funny. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys because we're still talking about this guy. Gonna remove the image. Did already. Um, but moving on to
Cloth? I think that's how you say his name.
who?
Cloth?
No, we're gonna still talk about this guy right now.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, we're still gonna talk about it. His other ability is static, right? Which is guys don't even think about it.
As we always talked about it.
Yeah, don't even think about using that ability. Just stick with electromorphosis. That's it. That's all you need. Um, and then man, like overall, like I'm excited for this Pokemon. Like he's like one of those other electric types that I may want to use. Who knows? But
Yeah.
once again, it's kind of a situation. He has a situational ability, so that's kind of what's turning me off. But otherwise, I think this Pokemon is it's a decent new addition. I really really love the design. But we can talk about the next one, which looks like an ancestor of Krabby, called Kaloth.
Yeah.
Kaloth. It's a rock type. It's not a water type. It's a rock type. I guess it does kind of look like a rock type because of like what it has around its arms. It has Anger Shell and a Shell Armor as a ability. What the heck is Anger Shell?
Anger Shell is when the Pokemon HP drops below 50%. It's attack, special attack, and speed always. By one stat.
Okay, can you repeat that? Attack, special attack, and speed? Alright.
Yeah.
When it goes below 50.
Yeah.
Wow. Dang, I don't even know how to use. Is this a new ability? Is this like one of the new abilities or what?
Is it new? I'm trying to remember. Give me a second. Let me think. I think somebody else had it
Yeah,
before.
no. You're wrong. This is a new ability. Anger Shell is a new ability.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, there's an ability similar to it.
Okay, so let me read this again. When the user's hit points drop to 50% or lower, the user's defense and special defense are dropped by one stage, but the user's attack, special attack, speed are increased by one stage. So it's basically like what is that move called? That shell break or something?
Shell Smash.
Shell Smash. It's like that.
Oh yeah, that's why I was thinking somebody else had it. Yeah, it's basically a free smell shaft.
Yeah, it's like which is good. I mean, imagine using Shell Smash. I don't know why I was saying that like that. Shell Smash with this. I mean, you're gonna be OP.
Yeah.
I like the ability. It's a rock type though, so I mean,
they're probably pretty tanky as it is.
It is tanky for sure.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say rock types are usually pretty tanky.
They are tanky, and they're usually known for like being slow. So I'm not sure if this guy is gonna be super slow. Okay, and when I say usually, I don't mean like Lycanroc. Don't bring that up. Like, I know Lycanroc is fast. What?
I was gonna say most of them are pretty defensive and have a decent attack power.
Right, and I think by the looks of it, I'm just going off the looks because usually sometimes like the looks can tell a lot of things. I think this will be a slow Pokemon that has high attack. It's going to be probably tanky, pretty. I don't think it's going to be like a fast Pokemon. But I think I like the Anger Shell ability over Shell Armor for sure, any day.
Yeah, I was gonna say only Shell Armor does is like broad critical attacks.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not. I guess Shell Armor is not super terrible if I'm making a defensive set, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that with this guy. Who knows? We still got to know about the stats and see how we're gonna place them. But I like Anger Shell. I'm gonna definitely use that for now, but without knowing all the stats.
I was gonna say Anger Shell basically lets you set up for sweep as long as he has good enough stats.
Yeah, but I don't think that the speed will be high. I think his attack will be high. Kind of like I'm assuming it's gonna be kind of like how they treat Kingler and stuff.
Yeah.
So overall design wise, what do you think about the design? I think design is okay. It's not anything new. It's not anything old. It's okay.
I was gonna say it's not fancy, but it's not bad.
No, but we'll look at sorry.
It's kind of like in the middle of good and bad.
Yeah.
It's like perfectly balanced.
Perfectly balanced. But if you look, I just noticed the cheeks. If you look at the cheeks, kind of like Pikachu Chuck. Pikachu cheeks. It got Pikachu cheeks.
Really? Really?
Yeah. If you look at it.
Oh yeah, she does.
Which is weird. But you know what? Yeah. I dig it. Overall, so from these three Pokemon, which ones would you go with first? Who would you want more?
Ooh.
This is a hard one though. I'm gonna be honest.
I think I'll go Bellibolt first, then the crab, then Wiglet.
I'm disappointed in you.
Why? Because the main Pokemon's last?
Yeah. I'm going with Wiglet, I'm going with Bellibolt, and then I'm going with the crab. Why Viglet, if it evolves, will be a deadly Pokemon for sure. I can't wait.
I mean, yeah, if he evolves and based on the stats, yes.
Now,
But Crawford on the
mhm.
call, we always know he's getting a Titan form of him.
So
And Titan forms are basically like alphas and the totem Pokemons.
right. So the thing is that I'm not really sure. Like, okay, I'm not like if I was to like, would I put any of these in my team? I think Belly Bolt would be in my team, but I don't know about Wiglet. Wiglet is fun Pokemon, but like I would use them for as a fun thing. Like I wouldn't use them as
Yeah.
probably someone serious. But if I want to like really troll somebody, I'm just gonna use Wiglet. Hey guys, I got Wiglet. Or if it evolves and it
You have
becomes
to think
more.
of something. I'm always choosing the water starter, so Wiggler would definitely be my last pick of any Pokemon so far.
Oh, you go with the water starters. You're going with the Ducky.
Yeah, I'm going with the Ducky.
You're going with the Ducky. Nice. All right, we're gonna move on to the next three, and then the next three are gonna be interesting. And I made the and I in honesty, like well, I mean you're gonna see them on the screen pretty soon, but I picked these specifically like this. Um, and I guess we won't talk about that one other Pokemon that we don't know the name of yet, because I see no point of talking about it because we don't know anything about it, and you probably know what I'm talking about.
Are
Uh,
you thinking the one that? I mean, there was a few ones leaked in the trailers. We don't know who their names are.
Nah, no, I'm talking about like the engine,
The what?
the metal engine.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, we definitely don't know who that is yet.
Oh, actually, screw that. You know what, guys? I may not do three. I may do four. Last four, basically.
Mm. I'm gonna bring that. I cannot think of who the fourth Pokemon is you're talking about. I can only think of three Pokemon left.
You're gonna get your brain checked pretty soon. Don't worry. But these are going to be the last four that we kind of know about, and we're going to talk about them, and then we're gonna, do all that mumbo jumbo because, man,
Mm.
woo, we had a lot to talk about this stream, but it's been fun.
Yeah, we're only going 2 hours, so
It's been 2 hours.
yeah, we're going for 2 hours already.
Nice, love it. I'm still fired up. But yeah, as I switch around, are you so when are you gonna get this game, by the way?
Probably not to. Okay, I know when I'm gonna get it, but when I'm allowed to play, it's a different thing. It's gonna be a Christmas present.
Right.
But I'll be in the house by Black Friday. I'll tell you that.
It's gonna be a Christmas present, so you've been a good kid, I'm assuming. Just making sure.
My house. If you're not a good boy, you get the spoon.
Hmm.
You get the spatula. You get a good whoop. Actually, no, you get the spatula or you get the belt. Take your pick.
All right. I got two Pokemon on so far. I just got to get two more.
Armor Red, and Armor Rogue, and Celeblade? I don't know.
Now I got to get the fourth one. Oh no, that's not the fourth one, guys. Oh no, we seen this guy before. That's not the fourth one, but I'm gonna lower him a little bit. All right. I'm gonna put the fourth one right on there. And the fourth one is is the one that I'm actually excited about as well. Honestly, I'm a big fan of old Pokemon getting evolutions.
Oh yeah, Wig Wooper.
Excuse me.
Oh no, like the draft.
Oh, I forgot about Wooper, but we're not gonna talk about Wooper. Screw that. Screw that guy. There you go. I think this is a good placement right here. All right. Screen kind of looks busy, but who gives a shit? All right.
Mm.
So we're gonna go from we're gonna start with what's the name, man? Gotta remember these names.
Armor Rogue?
Armor. Oh, okay, there you go. Armor Rogue. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that guy. And I'm a big fan of fire type, so I'm excited to talk about it. I mean, you can already tell if it's a fire type because of the head. You see, like the flame coming out of the head.
But Seth, if you can't remember this guy's name, just call him Mega Man.
He does. Yeah, you know what? He does look like a Mega Man though. That's not. That's not even.
I mean, he does have the arm cannon too.
Oh, he does. He. That's cool.
Yeah.
So Armor Rogue is a fire and psychic type.
Yeah.
And it's a fire warrior Pokemon. You can see that for sure. And then it has the Flash Fire ability. We don't know much about its hidden ability, but I do love the Flash Fire. I mean, some people may not like it, but I like it. Actually, the Flash Fire again. Like, does it only up the fire type moves, or does it also affect others?
Only fire type moves.
Alright, so fire type.
And when you're hit by a fire type move.
Okay, it's only when you're hit by the fire type moves. Fire type moves get boosted. Oh. And wait, hold on. Increased fire type moves power. Flash Fire now technically boosts attack and special attack by 50% during damage calculations if a fire move is used, resulting in effective the same effect. Okay. So this. Okay. So this, so the ability is decent. I would say Flash Fire is a decent ability. I always love it, especially because like if I have a grass type, I know it's always gonna get hit by like a fire type move probably. So I can switch it in and then bring it out. And then go for chaos. But overall, the design. What do you think about the design?
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. Compared to his brother in Pokemon Violet, Armor Rogue looks kind of dumb.
Why does it look dumb?
Just look at his brother. Just look at his brother. Look how good the blades are on that thing compared to this.
All right, slow down, Cowboy. We're gonna get there soon.
I know, but I feel so sad for they did this guy dirty.
I don't know about you, but he's wearing a golden armor, bro. That's prestige.
I mean, okay. If the other one didn't exist, this guy would look so good. But the problem is the other one exists. They're the same.
Mm-hmm.
They're basically the same Pokemon.
I mean,
they're definitely from the same line. There's definitely a baby of these two.
I mean, yeah, there may be some sort of relation to it, I guess. But I don't think, like, I really love so I love both of them in their own ways, right? And I guess we'll talk about both of them shortly, I guess. But I don't want to just jump guns here, because I guess we'll talk about both of them. How about that? We'll just talk about both of them. Why not? Because they are kind of like similar, right? So the other one is called how do you say his name? I
have no idea.
It's like Surgiulege, whatever.
Yeah, Surgiulege.
Yeah. So it's a fire blade Pokemon. The other one is a fire warrior. This one is a fire blade. So you don't really see any weapons with this guy. That's a big difference. And you see the color theme is completely different. But it does look like a Pokemon from a red version. What's up?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they did the colors right, but same time, if you saw the animation, how this guy's his armor basically becomes the Mega Man's hand cannon, and that's how he attacks.
I do got to see the animation of it just to see what you're talking about, but eventually, but I was just saying off the design. But I think both of them look kind of solid. They remind me of Scyther, because Scyther, I don't know what some people may not understand why I made that analogy, but I think they remind me of like they're a bit humanoid, but they're not.
I would have said Gallade.
Yeah, you're right, Gallade. Sorry, not Scyther, Gallade. They remind me of Gallade because they look sick. They look amazing. You know what I mean? So I think both of them look unique and different in their own ways, and I really love the designs. They look very nice. And fire.
They both have the same ability.
They both have the same abilities, but they have two different types.
Yeah, one Armor Rogue is fire psychic, as we always said, and Salamage is fire ghost, like Chandelier.
Yeah. So
or Hisuian Typhlosion.
so basically they crisscross each other in a way where
Yeah.
they can either one can beat one each other up. And
Yeah, one is soul attack and one is physical.
one is special attack and one is physical.
Yeah, you can tell that based on their moves. Because they both came out with signature moves.
Right. So I'm assuming the physical attacker is the one with the swords, and the
Yeah.
special attacker is the one with that's like Mega Man.
Yeah.
So one thing that doesn't make sense to me though, because like we know that these are exclusive to their versions, right?
Yeah.
One is from the future, one is from the past. Why is the past one doing a blast and the future one doing a sword technique?
You know what? I have no idea.
That makes
I
no
think like
sense.
I think the future one is supposed to be like they were going for like think like the Halo swords.
Yeah.
Like they were going with like Phasm, like the Halo swords, the lightsaber, the plasma swords.
Right.
That's what they were going for on on the one with the blades. I don't know why they gave the other guy a cannon. Probably because of old time cannons, maybe.
Right. I still don't get it though. I still don't understand the whole.
No,
I
no.
still don't get it, like, because like I think the past one, like the because we're talking about Okay, so like the definition is like one is a fire what is it? Fire warrior, right? I would
Yeah,
assume
the other one's a fire blade.
yeah, one is a fire blade Pokemon, one is a fire warrior Pokemon. I'm assuming a war. To me, when I think of a warrior, I think of a sword guy. You know, I think of an old
Yeah.
legend with a sword and shield or whatever you call it. Not someone that can just blast stuff, right? So I think they're kind of like maybe they're misrepresented in a sense. I feel like
I was gonna say one of the leakers for the game actually gave us the thing called Fire Warrior, Fire Blade is two of your Pokemons. They're from the same tree, but they're version exclusives. That was the leak. Everybody thought for that leak we were gonna have one person like be a Fire Warrior, like may appear fire on the warrior, and the other one was gonna be like a sword on fire.
right. Also, another comparison you can make with these guys, and I think this is a very close comparison, is Bisharp. Bisharp looks very close to these guys too,
Oh yeah, that's true.
because he has a helmet, he has an edgy sword. That's a pretty sick thing. But but I don't know. Like outside of that, I think I'm just being nitpicky here. But I do think that it's kind of weird like seeing that. But otherwise, moving on with that, we're gonna talk about we're still gonna talk about these guys right now because I do got still things
Yeah.
to say about it. Um, I like the color themes. I like how different they are, even though they're kind of similar. One is from the future, one is from the past, and like they have like clashing typings too. Like one is fire
Mhm.
psychic, the other is fire ghost type, and
Gross.
so and both of them have flash fire ability. So meaning
Yeah.
their one typing will not work against the other.
Yeah.
Um, so like their main like fire typing will not work against the other one. So the only
Yeah.
typing that works against each other is psychic and ghost, and you know who are famous for that? Gengar versus Alakazam. That's like the most
Yeah.
popular I'll say rivalry in a sense. In the anime I saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that I really love the concept of these two. I really love how clashing they are to each other. But I think that's enough about them. We can move on to the next one. Who do you want to go to?
I'm just sad that the design of one is just 100 times better than another one, though.
They are penny and suck. Sorry, you're right. You have a point. Um,
I mean, but you have to agree, Cerulean just looks better than.
you know what, dude? You got me thinking about
Looks
something.
cooler.
You got me thinking about something. I'm wondering what the shinies will look like. What if the shinies? Huh?
I mean, the shinies could definitely save this, but yeah.
No, here's the thing. The shinies. Well, what if the shinies? Here's my thing. what if the shiny color for each of them is like the reverse? Like,
that'd be very cool. Good.
yeah, I think it'd be sweet.
Yeah.
What if the because like they're related somehow, right?
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, what they are is like they're like part of the same coin, and from two sides, two different
Yeah.
sides. But yeah, I butchered that. I actually was trying to say something, but I forgot. But either way, I think that what if the shinies were like similar, like
Mm.
to each of their color things, like reversed.
Mm.
I could see that happening, but you never know.
Yeah.
But moving on to the next two, right? We're gonna talk. Well, not the next two. We're gonna talk about the next one.
Mm.
I guess we should talk about what's his name? Citan, Citan,
Titan.
Citan, Titan. So basically, a Titan with C in it.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way to name it. Like, I wish they gave him some interesting names. Like, I mean, I get it. This is
Well, actually, if you know about his, like the whole thing about his name, it's basically giant whale.
okay, but I do like the design of it. It looks pretty sick. It's something that I would want to use, but I don't know if I will. It's a ice typing. It's a Terra whale Pokemon.
Yeah.
And my God, it weighs a lot.
Mm.
1,543.2. Jeez. It has thick fat and slush rush. So slush
Two
rush.
very good abilities.
They are. I mean, thick fat. Oh yeah,
Sit back on an ice Pokemon.
on a ice Pokemon. Thick fat.
That gets rid of one of your that turns that fire immunity, your fire weakness into almost an immunity.
Yeah, basically what it does is that if a Pokemon with a thick fat is attacked by ice or fire moves, the opponent's attack and special defense special attack and special attack is reduced by 50% through the damage calculations, effectively halving the damage that the Pokemon takes. So basically, it's weak to fire type. So it's weak to fire type.
Basically gets rid of the fire type of weakness.
It essentially does. I mean, 50% of it goes down. So if you're gonna want to kill it, you're gonna have to bring out a fighting type then, or steel type.
I mean, or rock type.
Just bring out Lucario. How about that? Easy, kill him. but still, like, or rock type too. But I mean, Ice do have, to be honest, Ice actually has a lot of weakness, which is sad. But still.
Yeah, it's sad.
But still, if this guy is tanky enough, I mean, you're not gonna use him against a freaking steel type. You're not gonna use him against a fighting type. Come on, don't be stupid. But still, I think this guy, he's like a signature Pokemon of one gym leader. I think so.
Yeah.
The thick fat, the thick fat ability will be awesome. I know people will think, oh look, it's an ice type. I can just use a fire type. Be one of those ashes. Like, oh, you just make up a goofy mistake. Good luck with that.
And
once again,
Slush Rush is also a very good ability.
Slush Rush in the Hail. Oh yeah. So basically, you can see this being in a Pokemon team of maybe Hail users, a Hail team. You could use it, and in doubles it will be a decent Pokemon too. In doubles, like, man, I'm gonna be honest. I've been a big fan of singles for a long time, but I love doubles too. So in doubles, I can see it being used as well. It's gonna be pretty good. But overall, design wise, the way, I mean, we really don't know much about his moves yet. I'm not sure if he's even gonna get a signature move. I think he should, because look at that tail, dude. It looks sick. And the way it opens his mouth is so unique. I really like that. I dig this Pokemon. Bro, I dig this Pokemon. Look, it's an edgy. Okay, if you compare this to Fidough, right? Fidough is like a cute Pokemon, right? But this is the edgy of the edgiest. Like, look at how many spikes it has. It has a lot. This is my sort of Pokemon.
Also, this is one of the few only fully evolved Pokemons we've seen. We've been told that this is that C-Titan, that is the fully evolved form. It does have a baby.
Yeah. So it is a fully evolved. Okay, I can see it as a fully evolved. I mean, man,
it's a pre-evolution.
But dude, it just looks so edgy and sweet and cool and icy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Definitely one on my team.
Yeah, he would be there. He would be trying to get into my team like somewhere. We'll see. He'll be like he's like in border. He's like in border of being inside of the box forever
But
or my team.
well, I do know this. The Lobster loves his ice types. My brother,
Mm-hmm.
he loves his ice type. He made a whole ice team in Sword and Shield.
Right.
He'll definitely add this guy to that team.
Oh, I mean, I think he would go into an ice team for sure because of the slush rush. And then if you want to add thick fat, why not? Even in the ice team, you can add thick fat. Why not? Because
Yeah.
like people will be using what fire types against it, example. For the ice team.
Probably.
Yeah. So definitely for that you would want to use it. But but design wise, from the way it looks, it kind of doesn't look like a extremely fast Pokemon. It looks tanky.
Probably pretty tanky.
Yeah, it looks tanky to me. But once again, once the stats come out, once we know everything about it, this Pokemon will be killing things. I feel it.
I'm waiting for. It's probably gonna be like another whale lore when it comes to like stats.
I mean, Wailord was like the last whale Pokemon we had, right?
Yeah.
Which is known for its being such a big Pokemon. That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, nope, nothing much.
I was gonna say he's a big Pokemon, but
Nah. Yeah. Anyways, moving on.
you can't really do anything in a fight.
Right. But yeah, this guy is a sick Pokemon. You guys want to use it? Use it, man. Use it right now. I would use it. Moving on to the next guy. And oh yeah, this guy, yo, I'm actually very happy for it. Giraffre got a evolution called the Farigre.
Don't even try. Don't even try.
Yo, I just noticed something. Or is it just me? Is this like Giraffre in a twisted way or something? I don't know.
Yes, it is. His tail is taking over his body.
Farigraph. I think that's whatever, man.
Technically, the name is an anagram, so if you spell it the other way and see what you get.
Froggraph. Yeah. So yeah, basically it's like a reverse word of it, whatever. Man, I don't care. Yeah. Okay, names don't matter. Names don't matter. The looks do, and the looks look amazing for this guy. So here's the thing. I've seen a lot of fan art, on YouTube and stuff, and credit to those guys that made fan art of this guy. I know a lot of people wanted like evolution of Giraffre because that Pokemon it was created, but then it was like left alone, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, original design of it did have an evolution.
No, I didn't know that.
It was a very bad evolution, but it didn't look like him at all. How about that?
So I guess what happened was they wanted to give it an evolution for a while, but they neglected it for so long that they eventually decided to give it an evolution.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows what the backstory is? But guys, the way it looks like a Pokemon. It looks like a Pokemon that is not even like fully evolved to me, at least. You know what I mean? It looks very adorable. Like what I mean by fully evolved, because usually when I'm thinking about evolved Pokemon, right? I'm thinking about them looking like an edgy, cool looking badass. You know what I mean?
Something you don't want to find in the forest if you're alone.
Yeah, but this guy doesn't look intimidating to me at all. I mean, unless you know what it does. But it doesn't look intimidating at all. It looks like a plushie, right? It looks like amazing.
Plushie. Does too, but if you know the lore, you would not be saying that.
I know. Listen, we don't want to scare the kids. Come on, calm down.
Let me scare them. Come on.
Don't do it, bro. All right, so okay, its typing is normal and psychic. All right, it has a long neck. If you didn't notice, apparently, it's a long neck Pokemon. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, such good information. And we're not gonna talk about the height. We're not gonna talk about the weight. I mean, the height actually isn't even that big, man. Like, okay, I guess I'll talk about it. 3.2 millimeters. Wow. I think it's shorter than me. And then ability is okay. It gets a new ability. It gets 2 new abilities, not 1. 2. Buy 1 get 2 free. All right. Chubchoo and Armor Tail. I got I gotta figure out. I gotta read the ability, guys. Like I look, bear with me. Chubchu. If a Pokemon with Chubchu eats a berry, it will eat. It will eat it one more
Oh,
time at the end of the next.
next turn.
Hmm.
I'll eat it again next turn.
Yes. So if it eats ability, it's gonna eat it again next turn, which is I think a good ability though. I think it's a good ability. What do you think?
It could be very good if you had it on certain Pokemons, but well, definitely gonna depend on this guy's stats. How about that?
It will really depend on its stats, but I think I like Armor Tail a lot because Armor Tail makes sure that moves with priority don't work.
Hmm.
So moves like what is it weak against? It's okay. It's a Psychic type, right? Dark
Shadow
types.
Sneak.
Well, Shadow Sneak will be a big one. Sucker Punch is another one.
Yeah.
Okay, so like people that love using Sucker Punch, that's gone out of the window when you have Armor Tail.
Mhm.
So Quick Attack, right? Quick Attack, Extreme Speed, all that priority moves stuff is gone.
I was gonna say if it comes down to the last like 1 light points and you're faster and you just need to get hit, Armor Tail is broken because they can't use Quick Attack, they can't use Aqua Jet.
Yeah, but you got to keep one thing in mind though. Typing in this game won't matter that much. I'm gonna be real because you can change your typing with the crystallization.
Yeah, true.
So when it comes to like let's say if a Pokemon has a really shitty typing, you just give it crystallization. Okay, it has a shitty typing but has decent ability and decent stats, right? Crystallization, and then
Yeah, but it's a problem. It's not crystallization. It's terrestrialization.
Okay, whatever, guys. Look, once again, when I get the game, I'm gonna know majority of the stuff. I'm gonna maybe in my playthrough, I'm gonna butcher some names. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, Jazz. I don't think anybody cares about this. The new mechanic's stupid name. I don't think anybody's gonna call it his official name.
You're gonna you call it a stupid name? You call it the translation as a stupid? Okay.
I mean, it's kind of stupid. It's hard to say. It's hard to remember.
It is.
Why could you just crystallization is just easier to say. It's more clear what's going on.
You know what? That's why I called it crystallization because that's what it looks like to me. But I guess it's not the name. But dude,
I know it's true.
But dude, I'm gonna say though, like speaking of this Pokemon, I'm so glad that Giraffrey got an evolution. I'm not a big fan of that Pokemon to be honest. Like I was like, I'm not gonna say I'm one of the OG fans, but Pokemon that need an evolution, like okay, so here's the deal. I think the Pokemon Company nailed it with 2 Pokemon in general so far. Like if I think about last gen, Farfetch, right? You know how Farfetch got a Surfetch evolution.
Oh yeah.
Right. Farfetch needed an evolution. It was a decent Pokemon, but it needed an evolution. It got one. Giraffrey, I feel like needed an evolution, and now it got one. So I'm happy for that thing to get an evolution. Now I love the design. I think this design is the best, and the way it functions is creepy, but still it's the best. I mean, essentially it has 2 heads. Let's be honest.
I mean, it fits into the lore of Giraffrey.
It does. It kind of looks like astronaut Pokemon and stuff, and it doesn't have a tail, by the way. And the funny thing is, it has this ability called Armor Tail. When it doesn't have a tail, the tail is essentially on the head.
Yeah, the tail is eating the head.
Pretty much, but it doesn't eat it technically. But you know, I love designs like this that make you think a lot. It's kind of similar to what Belly Bolt. It makes you think.
I was gonna say, if you know the lore, like the tail of Giraffrey, like they always said, there's an evil brain in that tail. So over here, like the evil brain is trying to take over the whole body.
Yeah, but it makes me wonder why would evil be psychic? Wouldn't psychic
powers?
Yeah, but wouldn't psychic be like not evil? Wouldn't dark be evil? Wouldn't ghost be evil?
No, it doesn't. Dark and ghost would be more like trickster or mischievous.
Yeah.
Dark could be that too. But psychic means, like, think of like a mad genius. They wouldn't be. If you think of mad genius, you would think like give them like psychic powers or scientific powers, and
Yeah.
that would be like a psychic type. That's what they're trying to go with.
Right. Well, I guess I
They're
guess I
just
agree with
giving
it.
the normal type is because if it's supposed to be like a giraffe. It's supposed
Right.
to be like a normal animal.
Yeah, but overall, it looks good. Like it gets a longer neck than it had before, which makes it
Yeah.
look more like a giraffe. I love the I love edgy things, and I love the back of it. It's pretty edgy,
Mhm.
pretty sharp. I overall like I like the evolution. It's adorable. It's a plushie worthy. It's not something I will have as a plushie for sure, guys. Don't worry. But still, it's plushie worthy. It's sellable, and it does its job. It's great. I like it. But
Mhm.
now, yeah, what was it again? So we've been doing this stream for about how long has it been? Wait, not stream, podcast. It's been 2 hours now, right?
It's been over 2 hours.
Oh, okay. It's been over 2 hours, guys. But overall, guys, this is our thoughts about like wait, I think there was another topic I wanted to talk about. Yeah. So what do you think about the new gimmick?
Oh, the fractalization.
Yeah.
Oh, one is gonna take forever. Okay, I can always see Shining Hunters going crazy now because not only like people that hunt for Pokemon, they're gonna be going crazy. Not only will they be looking for for shiny Pokemons of the right nature, but they will also be looking for the right cr- crystal the right typing for the translation.
Right.
So
So
unless there's a way like to change your nature in game,
so basically, you're gonna have to pick. So when you catch a Pokemon, they're gonna have a random crystallization, right? It's not like
yeah,
anybody can do it.
yeah,
So like,
99%.
mm,
What they said is like most of them
mm,
are gonna be your basic type, one of your primary typings. So if you catch a Talaflame, it's either gonna have a fire or a flying one most of the time. There'll be rare spawn. The other ones will be rarer to find. There's also gonna be ones that spawn in the wild with rare types, and there's also gonna be the dens.
okay, but here's the thing. This just got me thinking. Doesn't this essentially mean that a Pokemon can have a third typing now?
Okay, based on the official during the fly through, what we figure out, like those people that got to play the game early,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it is a third typing because you keep your original stabs.
You keep your original stabs.
Yes.
That's
So
crazy.
if you go to a third type, you become that third type, but you keep your two original stabs.
Right. You know what, dude? I'm gonna say though, I think that's super cool because I did always want like third typings for some Pokemon. Like for example, I don't know if Charizard is gonna be in this game. I hope he is. But imagine just Charizard having a third typing of a dragon type.
M-
You know, like
Make him dragon, keep the flying and fire uh, stab, but he only has the dragon weakness. That is beautiful.
he only has a dragon weakness.
Yes, you only get the dragon whatever type you get into, you only have those weaknesses.
That's broken. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
so you one type, you
Mhm.
become one type, but you have all your stabs.
My god. That is. I think that is more broken than a Dynamax. What the heck?
That's more broken than anything.
Wow. I wanted
Especially if
third.
you think of
Yeah, I wanted a third typing, but I don't know I don't know if I wanted it like this, but wow.
I can't wait to see what the Pokemon they do in the Poke League and stuff because there is so much. It's going to be unpredictable
Right.
because you can't pick. Because everybody gets to do it.
I have a feeling this is gonna get banned from competitive. Just a thought.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys. I look. So
Oh wait, there's one more thing.
mm,
How they did it though is awful. Those hats.
I really don't like how they look. Yeah, I agree. I was gonna say that too. Like, okay, I love like how they get crystallized. Um, I just don't like the thing they have on top. That's it.
Yeah, they could have done it without the hats.
Yeah, but if Onyx, I think Onyx is in this game, right?
I do hope Onyx is in this game.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if Onyx is. Actually, you got me very curious. I'm gonna check.
Crystallized Onyx, let's go.
He's in here.
No, I was just saying, crystallized Onyx, let's go.
All right, you need to shut the heck up and stop getting me hyped. Let me look him up. Dang, dude. Like I was gonna go like yes, but then you're like LD Pokemon. Okay, there you go. All right, so they do have for one. Okay, so yeah, we can talk about the Pokemon that are in this game that I feel are relevant. How about that? Then we'll end the stream. All the evolutions are in this game, right? I think all the evolutions are in this game.
Probably.
Yeah, evolution.
Eevee.
Eevee.
There's probably gonna be Eevee, Pikachu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pikachu's here. All the evolutions are in here.
Yeah.
They got Girafarig for sure. They got Toxel, which I don't mind. I mean, I don't think Toxel look. I'm okay with its evolutions. I'm not like a big fan of it. You know, I'm not. It's not a Pokemon I want on.
We always talked about early Talonflame, Staraptor, Corviknight.
But Quagsire is in this game, even if it does. Even if Toxel doesn't evolve into a Quagsire, we still got a no, what am I saying? Toxel, Whopper.
Yeah, Wooper.
Wooper, yeah.
There's probably gonna be normal Diglett too.
Normal Diglett is in it. Meowth is in it. Psyduck is in it.
Don't know if they're gonna from. Oh yeah, Meowth is gonna be in there somewhere.
Yeah, we got Slowpoke. We got Growlithe. I hope that we get that other Growlithe too.
Hisuian.
Yeah. Okay, this is a shocker. Grimer. I didn't think Grimer.
Oh yeah, we did see. Yeah, we did see Grimer.
Grimer. We got Shelder, which is sick. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely got Gengar. You know, Scyther is in it.
Gengar, Mimikyu.
Oh my God, Dragonite, sick.
Oh yeah, we saw Dragonite.
Yeah,
we saw Dragonair.
Yeah, Dragonite is in it. I mean, I could name more. Like
Predator.
Yeah, Sudowoodo is in it, but Sudowoodo finally gets to become a grass type. Dang.
Yeah, we saw Tyranitar and what was it, Salamence?
Yeah. Yo, Sunflora is like one of those Pokemon that I don't think needs to be in this game. Like the only reason I would have it in this game is if it evolves. Like otherwise, why have it?
I don't know if it evolves, but that's what there's a whole gym challenge around that Sunflower.
Yeah, I agree, but it should evolve. Like that's what I mean. It needs an evolution. Yeah. I think Sunflora needs an evolution.
Torkoal.
Oh, Torkoal's in the game. Torkoal is sick. I love Torkoal. Yeah. I love Torkoal, but I also like they're definitely Tyranitar, isn't it? For sure. Yeah. You got Blissey, and you got Donphan, which is good. Yeah. Ursaring.
Gardevoir,
Gardevoir,
and yeah.
You know what? Speaking of Pokemon that should be in every game, I think Scyther and Gyarados are like one of those that are usually.
Oh yeah, Gyarados is definitely in there.
Gyarados is usually. I don't know if Alakazam is in it. Lucario is in it for sure.
Yeah.
With the hype, Lucario got from the anime. Yeah. That's another thing we're gonna talk about one day, is the anime. I'm looking for what am I looking for? I'm looking for a specific Pokemon here. Oh, we're looking for Onix.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Onix is in it.
Give me a second. I got a better.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, you can find Onix if you want, but I don't think he's in it. Dude, this game is perfect for Onix. The heck?
We're turning in SV. Onix is Gen 1. Let's see. Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff.
I mean, they got some great pseudo legendaries though, like Salamence and Tyranitar for sure. Dragonite.
Okay, no, that hasn't been confirmed. Okay. Hypno, Chassis, Cypher, Magikarp. No.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird that Onyx is not in it. I mean, probably in future DLC we'll get more Pokemon though. But yeah, once again, Slowpoke and Slowbro are in it, and that's not always bad. I mean, I don't see Slowpoke getting any more love than it already got. You know what I mean? It's not, I don't think it's gonna get a new form or anything. But Meowth, I mean, you never know. Meowth may just bring out another form because Meowth always gets a new form, from what I've seen.
Sadly, yes.
But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I mean, thank you for joining me 6M.
No problem, dude.
Yeah, and stay tuned for future podcasts. We're gonna do. We're gonna do probably another Pokemon one next time. But till next time, guys. See you. Bye bye.
Bye
Oh
bye.
yeah. Oh yeah. Before I go, leave a like and subscribe, please, and comment,
Oh yeah,
Bye-bye.
get this guy a leg.
please.
He needs some help.
Shut up. Bye.